What is good, nation? Man, oh man, I never been spanked like that before in my life. That's the type of show you're about to get. Therapy session starts now, so make sure you guys got your drinks, got your snacks, whatever it is to go ahead and make you feel better and get your mind right. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and kick this thing off. Here we go.
Inside Allegiant Stadium for the first time this year. Touchdown Raiders! Touchdown Raiders! And for the touchdown! Through from behind! Ball's out! Big man running! Raiders!
What is good, nation? Welcome to the post game reaction show. I'm your boy, Jay Raider. Y'all already know what time it is. Appreciate everyone pulling up and tapping in. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys head on over and hit that like and subscribe button on this channel and all the other channels that are plugged in right now. I got a panel today. We're going to go ahead and break everything down. We're going to talk that shit. Therapy session is now begun. Therapy session is now in. Make sure you guys go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Y'all already know what time it is. Appreciate everyone pulled up. So before I go any further, the belt to ass we just got from Casey from the Chiefs, pretty bad, pretty bad. But before I start really crying into my beer in a second, let me go ahead and bring out my guys. We're going to go ahead and break this thing down. Real quick, let me go ahead and bring in my guy, Raider Will in the building. Salute to my guy. Yo, what's the deal, my guy? Salute, salute. And let me go ahead and bring in my other guy. We done a show the other day. My guy, Raider Primo in the building. What is good, my guys? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Man, I'm ready to go ahead and just drink this beer. That's what I'm doing. That's all I can do right now. I'll just drink this beer, drop my sorrows. I already had a, do a little bit more medication to kind of, sort me out a little bit, and I won't like be out there running a terror down the street. But hey, well, how do you guys feeling? We just, man, I don't know how to feel, but obviously we lost. We lost big time. I'm gonna start with you, Will. How are you feeling after this loss? Wait, you're muted. Are you muted? No? Oh, okay.
No, bro. That's
There
how
we
sad it fucking is.
Wow.
Literally, bro, this game sucked the life out of me. Bro, I could not bear to watch the game, not seeing our team get a first down, move the football, at least show some sort of fight or some sort of resemblance of what we used to be. Fuck, man. What you gotta do, bro? As a Raiders fan, we are consistently getting battered. I mean, like, it's hard as fuck to wear this jersey, to go out every single week and expect this to happen. Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, offense, where are you, bro? It's literally, we paid $6 million for 45 yards of offense in the first half. Suit me up, bro. Suit me up. For $6 million, baby, I'll get you a first down. I'll get you a touchdown. Whatever you need, coach, I got you.
At this point, bro, I want to credit on my tickets, on my the tickets that I got for the second game, which is the Jaguar game. The tickets from the home opener, I want to fucking credit towards a future Raider game at this point. Get my goddamn money back, because what I'm seeing on the field is not indicative of what it is of a Raider team. This is just nasty work. Really, my guy, Raider Primo, how you feeling? What are your thoughts from this game?
Not shocked. Going into my preview show, I said the keys to the game was I didn't have to elaborate on my keys to the game because they were the same things that going into this game that I've been saying for past games. Establish the run, protect the football, don't let Mahomes take over the game. Yeah. That's my 3 keys to the game. We failed in every single key to the game. We didn't establish a run. Hey, we protect the football. I'll give him that. We protect the football. We didn't. We had a fumble. But that's
why everything was bad.
Yeah, so everything went bad. Everything went bad.
Everything was bad.
But I just don't understand. Here's where let's talk about how we only had what was it? We only had 93 total yards in offense. We had 95.
I'm gonna get to the box score in just a second. We're gonna go ahead and break down. But I just want to get your initial reaction.
But initial reaction
of your feelings right
kind of like
we're in the game right now.
On the couch. I was just sitting on the couch like numb. Like this is my team. Really? Like this is my team that I root for. But that was my initial reaction, just like numbness. Just numbness.
Yes,
Jay, just put it like this, bro. I'm gonna put it like this to you, fellas. My wife called me from work to apologize for the Raiders. She just said, "I'm so sorry, babe." She called me.
Oh my god!
She called me, bro, to be like, "I'm so sorry. Your team is so bad."
Bro, my girlfriend did a mental health check on me. She came to the living room and was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No," and she was like, and it's crazy when your girlfriends are like, "The Raiders lose again." That's when you know it's bad, bro.
She's like, they can't even. No, wifey's like, they can't even score a fucking touchdown, a field goal. I'm like, fucking barely not. It's that type of game. But I feel irate. Inside, I'm fucking beyond pit. I'm mad. I'm super mad. I'm disgusted. I'm embarrassed. And the thing is, when you're a Raider fan, you should never feel embarrassed. But right now, I feel embarrassed for our team, the way they performed out there. We thought the Colts game was pretty bad. We thought the Bears game was pretty bad. We thought the Commander game was pretty bad. But, it had to take the fucking Chiefs for us to go on the road, play the Chiefs, to really show us how shitty this team really fucking is. For real. And that's what I'm feeling inside. Now, we're going to talk about all the other things coming up, how this is going to look towards the season outlook and all that shit. But really quick, before I go ahead and get into it, let me go ahead and acknowledge chat. And obviously, chat lives do matter. I appreciate everyone pulled up and tapped in with us. Again, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys head on over, hit that subscribe button on all the channels you guys see here. My guy Raider Will's channel, Silver and Black Radio Podcast. My guy Raider Primos. Make sure you guys go ahead and give them a like and subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe because it does go ahead and put the shows out in the YouTube algorithm. We appreciate everyone rocking with us on this post-game show for this therapy session this Sunday. Shout out to my guy GMX in the building. Salute. My guy Ja Raider in the building. Salute. Hey, really quick, I did see this earlier. I was on Lisa's show. I was watching. This was brought up. But former running back Doug Martin, former Raider Doug Martin, passed away today at the age of 36. Prayers to him and his family, man. Well, what a sad thing. It just sucks. It's even worse now, but prayers to him. That's bad news to hear for sure. My guy Josh says everyone once Pete fired. You've been saying it. It was a horrible hire since they said he was gonna be leaked to become head coach. I said this will be the waste of a season. I was right. Shout out to my guy Ja. Shout out to my guy Rorschach Raider, one of my mods here at Just Raiders. We need water. What the fuck? A ship with no sail, rudder, or captain. Yo, bro, we're like Tom Hanks and Castaway, bro. We're just on a little piece of plastic, dog, just floating through the motherfucking ocean with no sense of direction. We hoping we find land, or we hoping find another ship out there, a plane. Somebody see us and rescue us, but hey, guess what? Nobody's gonna rescue us. Think this season is pretty cooked at this point. Let's just say. Shout out to my guy Accelerator. He said, we just try to fool the Chiefs into a false sense of security so that we can surprise them next game. When we really try, it's strategic. Yo, dog, if this is strategic, man, I don't even know what to say.
Ain't the way.
Yeah, it ain't the way. It ain't the way, bro. The way. It ain't the way. Yeah, it ain't the way.
I ain't never heard of it. First time I never heard of
that. That's a great strategy, my guy. Shout out to Raider Jake. He's still go Raiders.
Coping mechanism. That's what that is.
Yeah, I'm still go Raiders, bro. It's just right now I'm just very disgusted. Very disgusted. I'm still rock my colors. And guess what? I took off my jersey and I put on fuck the Chiefs because I don't give a fuck. If we lose 0 to billion, I'm still fuck the Chiefs. Y'all
I'll rock the colors, but right now I got the logo right there. But I got a basketball season's upon us. I'm like, you know what? Let me celebrate a thing that makes me happy.
It's all good. It's all good. Shout out to Bob. He says Raiders should have never felt Oakland. I don't feel the same passion in this team.
I think he might have left Oakland, but I've been saying that, but I don't. That doesn't.
That makes no difference right now.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah. We were asked back then. It was just like maybe a couple of years that we weren't. But trust me, bro. I was watching all those games. No Face Raider. Shout out to No Face Raider. Pete makes Antonio Pierce look like Bill Walsh. Facts, dude. Sure. Shout out to this dude. He said that was the worst shit I've seen in my entire life. That was like Bama versus Wichita State. There you go, my guy.
100%.
Man. Let's see here. Shout out to my guy James in the building. We suck. Raider Nation for life. And facts, bro. But he's still with the Raiders. Facts, my guy. Facts. Salute to my guy James in the building. Appreciate him pulling him up. Shout out to my guy Alec M. Raiders are such an embarrassment right now. 100%. 100%. Let's see here. My guy Marcus Banks in the building. My guy, one of my members here at Just Raiders. Appreciate you pulling up. Salute to you, my guy. I'm glad you pulled up and you're rocking with us and help us talk a little bit of shit today. But let's go ahead and get into it. Obviously, if you guys turned off at halftime, which I don't blame you whatsoever, it's okay. We lost, and we lost royally. Raiders lose 0-31. 31-0. It was that bad. It was that bad. It was that bad that Mahomes and the Chiefs had pity on us to go ahead and take a knee just under 3 minutes. That's how bad it was. They felt sorry for us because they knew 100%. Already that the message was sent. The message was sent. There's no point to go ahead and just overkill. Done. There you go. Send you guys with your balls in the sling. Have a good day. Right? let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty, guys.
Bro, after that field goal, they just ran the football. I don't know if that's true, but it felt like they just ran the football.
Oh yeah,
every time they got the ball, they were just trying to get the fuck out of there. They're like, "Hey, Raiders, we understand. We're gonna try to get y'all the fuck out of here and try to get this thing over
They're
with."
trying to get home. They're trying to beat the traffic, bro. Like fuck that. We're trying to beat the traffic. We're trying to go home. We're trying to go to these parties and shit. We're gonna sell because they're gonna celebrate. They're gonna celebrate because anytime it's a win over the Raiders, bro, you already know. Because we would do the same shit. We would celebrate. They would whoop that ass. And we did.
Divisional rival.
Yeah. They're divisional rival. Like, I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the way the Raiders sounded right after the game, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. Patrick Mahomes is my daddy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what we look like, bro. I'd be like, after your balls get put in the sling like that, 0 to 31, Dad, call him daddy. That's exactly what we look, bro. Anything they wanted to do. 1st and 20, first down.
Even Tony Romo said it well that the only thing that the Chiefs that wasn't working was the RPO. That was the only thing that they were struggling with. But outside of that, everything else was working. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, for sure. Let me go into this box score really quick. Hold on. Again, Raiders literally get embarrassed. 31-0. Again,
we suck again.
Yes.
There you go. I wanted to play that. Sorry I interrupted you. I wanted to play that shit, but let's go ahead and get into this box score real quick, y'all. So total, this is fucking insane. Total yards, we only hit 95 total yards, so under 100 yards total.
This
offense.
looks like Madden. This looks like I'm gonna turn off the Xbox right now. I'm sorry, bro.
Take that shit off the rookie mode right now.
You know what I would do, bro? Like when I would get cream like this, I would like literally before the final score, I would just turn off the fucking machine and just like walk away and just throw my controller, bro, and like fuck this shit, fucking stupid thing, and just like walk away, bro. That's how I would feel right now. I'll be like, fuck this shit, just turn it off, bro, and just like walk away.
It's like Pete Carroll went from like rookie mode to all Madden, and then he fucking starts doing that shit, bro.
I know. It's like Andy Reid just like went into rookie mode, and then he's like, okay, cool. I think I got enough for lead. Let me put it in hard mode. Let me put it like fucking veteran mode and shit. I'm like, all right, cool, bro. Passing yards, it was 70 yards to 282. Rushing yards, 25 yards to 152 yards per play. We're 3.2 to 5.6. Obviously, first downs, and again, man, this is just, it looks pathetic. 3 first downs to 30 first downs for the Chiefs. Forget about third down and fourth down efficiencies. We're a fucking joke. 30 plays to 77. I guess if there's a silver lining, we only allowed 1 sack. We punted it 6 times. It looks like we were just punting and punting and punting, except for one time where we went for deep in our red zone, in our own end zone almost. 8 penalties for 58 yards, 5 penalties for 38. We had that fumble. Was it from Kenny? That's the one that counted. Yeah. I don't know. Is that the one that counted? Right?
Yeah, Kenny fumbled. He basically dropped a snap.
Yeah, because I know Gino's dropped that snap.
They counted it on Kenny. Yeah, they counted on Kenny.
Okay, they counted on Kenny. Okay, because Gino had one too. So you gotta know the beginning of the game, Gino had a snap fumble as well, but he recovered it, and so I guess they give this one to Kenny. This is I guess again another silver lining if you want to go ahead and put something towards a positive column. We didn't turn the ball. There was no interceptions thrown by Gino, by anybody, because the ball was hardly thrown in this game. So there you go. I guess that's a little positive, a little plus on the win column. Time possession, again, horrible. 17 minutes to 42. Literally, I hardly saw our offense on the fucking field. Chiefs literally had their way, ran the ball, threw the ball, and just had it the whole fucking time. Crazy thing. Let me go to the player stats. Geno Smith, 10 of 16, 67 yards. Terrible numbers. Kenny Pickett, 2 of 2 for 8 yards. You know, we finally got to see Kenny Pickett. Great. And then first play, fumble. Crazy. Rushing, Ashton Jeanty only had 6 carries, 21 yards, 3.5 per clip.
Oh my God. Whatever happened to 25 plus carries? I mean, like, come on, drink that prune juice, Pete. Get that shit out your system.
He needs
6
insurance.
carries for the number
needs
6
insurance.
draft pick. Man, this is why we suck. I like it, bro. It makes me want to fucking cry right now, bro. What the fuck are we doing? Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. Go ahead, bro.
No,
Let me compose myself
it's
over
not
here.
good. That's how I feel. Dylan Lobby, 2 carries, 3 yards. Gino had bro. I'm gonna say this. What the fuck was up with Gino? I put a story up earlier in the game, and Gino he pushed up in the pocket, had a lane, and he had nobody in front of him. I think the closest defender was about 3 to 4 yards, right? And you had another guy coming from his, I think, right or left, I don't know. So you had guys coming in on him like this. So the guy's not like terribly slow. Like, he can make a play, right? He got some wheels. He fucking slides down. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You could have like ran for like 10 more yards before somebody really would have gone to you. Like, what are you doing? If you're going to commit to the run. If not, don't run. Throw it. Because he crossed the line of scrimmage, so he's like, fuck it, I'm going to go down. Well, that to me was I was ready to pull my fucking hair out, bro. For real. Receiving, 5 Trey Tucker, only 5 receptions, 33 yards. Super quiet. Jack Bech finally got some targets. He had 13 yards. Ashton Jeanty, Michael Mayer, and Carter Runyon, Mostert, and Dylan Lobby all had 1 reception. Mayer for 10. I'm sorry, Jeanty for 13, Mayer for 10, Carter Runyon for 3, Mostert for 2, and Lobby for 1. Defense, I mean, there was a little bit. There is some flashes here and there. There's potential good plays, but honestly, it was just the offense was just too good. We didn't create enough pressure defensively to be able to really really disrupt Mahomes. Jeremy Chin had 8 tackles, 2 assists. Landon Roberts, 7 tackles, 11 assists. Isaiah Paul-Miles, 7 tackles, 2 assists. Devin White, 6 tackles, 10 assists. Tyree, 2 tackles. Jamal Adams, 2 tackles, and 1 sack. He did have that sack to Mahomes. He put him on his ass. Eric Stokes, 2 tackles. Booker, 2 tackles, 4 assists. Charles Snowden, Christian McCollum, 1 tackle, 1 assist each. Darnay Holmes, 1 tackle. Leaky Fo, 2, 1 tackle, 2 assists. Malcolm Kuntz, 1 tackle, 4 assists. Jonah Laulu, 1 tackle, 2 assists. Max Crosby, 1 tackle, 2 assists. I don't know if they recorded. No, I guess they didn't give Jonah Laulu a sack. I believe, didn't he get a sack? I'm pretty sure he did get a sack in that game.
No, we only got 1, I think, again.
Just one.
Which was from Adams, yeah. But
I think
Mahomes did get 2. He got hit twice, but I think he got the ball
hit
out.
twice. Okay, I think he got the ball out. That's where Jonah came in for sure. But that is it. I mean, looking at
Mahomes could wear his jersey the next game because it's not dirty.
like a little bit, because Jamal did get to him. But I mean, looking at these stats, the total yards really ran up almost 450 yards on us, 95 yards that we can only muster, 25 yards rushing. Looking at this, what do y'all feel? Well, I'll start with you because you've been the most vocal about it. So looking at these stats, what do you think?
Bro, did our team even show up, bro? That's what I'm thinking. Look, it's 95 yards to 434 yards, bro. The difference is ridiculous. We look like a fucking 3rd grade team. 95 yards for the whole fucking game. Bro, that's not even 25 yards a fucking quarter. We paid $6 million. We went and got Geno Smith and paid him $70 million. We went and got Ashton Genty with the 6th round pick. We're the first pick in the 6th round, and you feed him the ball 6 fucking times. And you're talking about, oh, I want to be a running football team. We want to slug it out. We want to be physical. We want to do all this shit. Where the fuck is it? Because it ain't here. It's not in Las Vegas. It's not fucking wherever the fuck we're playing. The Raiders ain't there. Your team ain't showing up. You basically got a bunch of clowns out there fucking just dressed up in some suits. Bro, this is pathetic.
I'm glad Will said that. Well, did you see the pregame that they posted of Ashton Genty playing with Dylan Labe's hair?
But
I think I saw that. I don't remember.
did you guys see the commercial of the team? And not to make fun of anyone or anything, of the team with the people with the helmets and they're in wheelchairs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's us. We're crippled right now. We're disabled. We're dysfunctional. We can't get shit together. And I mean, like, you can't tell me. I don't give a fuck what Pete's saying right now. You can't tell me, bro, that this is what you want to put out on the field. That this is what you're looking to say that, hey, you know what? This is what we expect our team to be. I don't give a fuck. Why the fuck are we in shotgun every fucking play? If you want to be a physical team, why are we not running power I? Why are we not running 2-back sets? We say, hey, we don't have wide receivers. We have tight ends. We have running backs. Then why are we not using them? And don't give me this whole Trey Tucker thing that we're going to use them in the screen game. Hey, we got Luke Getsy 3.0 or 2.0. We might as well got McDaniels back. Because that's how pathetic our offense is. And I'm sorry, Raider Nation, we don't deserve this. You guys have been riding hard. I've seen it all over the country where, you see Raider Nation showing up and shelling out. But, man, I don't blame people when they tell me, Will, I don't want to go to the fucking bar to watch this shit. Bro, I would rather spend my time at home with my family. And the Raiders can't expect us to black out Allegiant when they put a shitty-ass product on the field like this. 95 fucking yards, bro.
95 fucking yards. Disgusting.
Sign us 3 up. Hey, just put us on the field. Just put all 3 of us on the field. We're going to get you 95 yards for less than fucking what you're paying right now.
Yes, for a fraction of the price. Bare minimum. There you go. Yo, really quick, before I go to Primo real quick, shout out to my guy, Cesar Lorenzo, with the $5 special. He says, why are we not playing the young guys at this point? Young corners and O-line guys not even active. Facts, my guy. Again, Caleb Rogers, JJ Pegues, healthy scratches. It's not like Jacoby and Brock, which we know what's going on, right? Or we think we know what's going on. Leg thing, right? But, for all purposes, we know what's going on with Brock. Why are we playing these fucking guys? Like, when are they going to be ready, right? You're saying they're not ready. All right, cool. That is your job to make them ready. We need to go at this point.
Ain't nobody ready.
How many more games are we realistically gonna win? Less than a handful, for real. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it a bean. We need to see what these guys are working with. We finally get to see Jack Bech. My whole thing was Jack Bech is not getting enough targets out there, right? He got 2 targets, and every target that he gets, he's getting good yardage. He's making those tough catches. Guess fucking why? Because you drafted him in the 2nd round. I'm pretty sure that was Spytek's guy. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 who could have made that pick. But I'm pretty sure it was Spytek's guy because he hasn't been out there. So fucking utilize these guys, especially if you're really Jacoby's on the trade block and he's not. I doubt he's gonna be on the team anytime soon. We're gonna talk about it in a bit. Use Jack Bech. See what you have there. Shout out to my guy, Cesar Lorenzo. Appreciate you, my guy, with the $5 special super chat. My guy, Primo, what are your thoughts looking at these box score, these numbers, man? Just the performance overall. We saw it today. Shit. It's like looking at the numbers and now like seeing it on the field, like it makes you feel a certain way, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the stats make it look a little bit better than what we were watching.
Yeah.
But 95 total yards from the offense, and I was more concerned about the defense. Not saying the defense played great, but we thought, okay, if we have the offense that we think we're going to have with a $6 million offensive coordinator, a Geno Smith who likes to gunsling, we know we're probably going to get some interceptions, but if he can match it with the touchdowns, then we'll be okay. We got Ashton Jeanty. We're going to run the football down the field and run it down your throats. There was none of that. None of that today. We thought we can outscore the Chiefs, that we can hang with teams like the Chiefs and just keep scoring, go toe-to-toe. If your offense does not show up, I don't care how many points your defense gives up. They could give up 10. If the Chiefs scored, think about it, guys. If the Chiefs just scored a field goal, 3 points, they still would have beat us.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because your offense didn't show up. I'm going to beat up on the defense, but this identity that Pete Carroll was giving us was the offense. Like Will was saying, we're going to run the football. We're going to be physical. You go sign Geno Smith. You go make Chip Kelly the highest paid offense coordinator. And we believe that, okay, the identity of the 2025 Raiders is the offense. It's going to be the offense. It has to be the offense. You made more moves on this offense than the defense. The secondary, question marks. You got a lot of guys in the linebacker room on a 1-year contract. There's not a lot of things to be optimistic with the defense. So we're like, okay, the offense, we can score at least 24 points, but I think someone asked Pete Carroll that we've scored under 6 points in the past 3 games, in 2 out of the past 3 games. That's a cause for concern. And like Will said, why is nothing changing? You're 7 games in and you're still running out of shotgun. You're still running out of the pistol. You're still giving the ball to Geno, who right now statistically the worst quarterback in the NFL. You're not giving it to Jeanty at all. You're not playing best a lot. And, I want to put blame to Spytek, but at the same time I can't, because he's not coaching these guys. He drafted the players for Pete Carroll, but it's not his job to play best. It's not his job to play Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant. But no, Dante Thornton Jr. gets more reps than those guys. Make that make sense. A 4th-round pick is getting more reps than the 3rd round and 2nd round pick. Hell, he's getting more looks than Jeanty. I might be overreacting here, but how is Dante Thornton getting more reps and looks than our freaking 6th overall pick? That's a coaching issue. That's not a general manager issue. That's a coaching issue. And this game has probably proven what Raider Nation's been echoing. We have a coaching issue in the building. Yeah. Is it ego? Who knows? But it comes down to the coaches. That's why when people want Spytek fired, no. I'm tired of doing the ring around the rosy revolving door with the GMs. Because in my opinion, Ziegler had a plan. Tom Telesco had a plan. Do not fire Spytek because his coach can't get his head out of his ass. Don't put that on Spytek. But that's my thought.
Well, 100%, 100%. To add to insult to injury, there were some injuries in this game. Isaiah Paul-Mao suffered an injury. Our free safety, aka strong safety, that's playing free safety. He got injured in the game, but I think the biggest injury here and the biggest loss is Max. Max suffered an injury on his knee. He was taken out right before the halftime. I knew for me, I was like, okay, if it's not that bad, we'll probably see him in the 3rd. If not, we won't see him in the game. I mean, there was a point where I'm like, okay, you don't really need to run Max. I mean, but it depends. So I don't know as of yet. I haven't heard anything on the prognosis of Max's injury. I think it's that knee he's been having issues with. But as of right now, he didn't come back into the game, right? So hopefully this is something that maybe he can go ahead and rehab within the next 2 weeks. Obviously, we got the bye week next week, and then it's the Jaguars. But, the way that things are looking, I don't know if it's even worth it to go ahead and even bring back Max. It might be time to go ahead and shut down Max. We might start having to have those conversations. I said this before. I said this weeks ago. We might have to start having those conversations on when are we going to start shutting dudes down. And I think we're about to go ahead and have those talks really, really soon. I think probably this bye week, we're probably gonna bring that up. It's like, when do we shut down these guys? You know, like if we really think that we're gonna win maybe in like 2 to 3 more games, like what's the point of having Brock out there? What's the point of having Max out there? You know, guys that are high value guys, JPJ, that could potentially get hurt. You know, we're running that real risk. Mm-hmm. So it might be time to kind of preserve those guys. I'm gonna touch on something you said just right now, Primo, about Preet. And somebody brought something up in regards to the stats. I'm going to go ahead and play that clip, but I want you to go ahead and give everybody kind of a context for the people that didn't watch the presser. I didn't get to watch the presser. I kind of like tuned out. I needed some time to myself and just kind of get my mind right. But kind of give us a little bit of context, and I'll go ahead and play the clip.
Yeah, Pete's presser, it just makes you question, man. You know, and a key moment in his presser today was he was asked on why did Ashton Jeanty only have 1 carry in the first quarter? And I'll let you play it. That's the question. The question is, why did Ashton Jeanty have 1 carry in the first quarter? And Pete's response, I'll let you all take a listen and see if you like the response he gave.
Okay, here we go. This is Pete earlier on the presser he did right after the game.
Ashton got 1 carry first quarter. I understand that the Chiefs had a lot of plays, obviously prolonged drives. But when Ashton Jeanty, especially on a day where you're missing a couple of guys, when Ashton Jeanty carries the ball 1 time in the first quarter and 4 total in the first half. No, I understand.
Help me out on that.
10.
Seriously.
It was
yeah. Okay, so we had the ball 10 snaps in the first quarter because we couldn't make first down, we couldn't stop them. So it's just not one thing. Like we came into this game really wanting to run the football, figuring that would be a key element of this makeup of this game, but we just couldn't get there, and we didn't change our mind about that at all. We didn't miss that thought. We just couldn't get in charge of the down and distance well enough. It wasn't they were doing on the other side, but other than the fact that we didn't have the ball very long. So it just was a storm. You know, they're doing everything they can to keep the ball moving, and we miss our opportunities. And all of a sudden, like you said, there's 10 plays in the first quarter. You know,
oh crap!
On getting the rhythm we wanted.
Give a fuck.
That was Pete in regards to why we didn't run the ball enough. We didn't have that many chances and whatnot. So this is I'm a jump. I have a slew of topics to talk about, but I'm going to go ahead and go into this one. Does the left hand know what the right is doing? And for everybody watching, what does that mean? Like, what is Pete Carroll do? Like, what is Pete Carroll trying to do that Chip Kelly, Patrick Graham are not doing? And let's go ahead and include John Spytek in that conversation. Like, who's really running this fucking team? Is it Pete Carroll or is it like Chip Kelly? Is it John Spytek? Is it Patrick Graham? Because honestly, it looks like everybody kind of, Pete's trying to do one thing and not everybody's doing the same thing, right? So who's really running the team? Because if I'm the coach and I want to run the ball, I'm not saying it. We're doing it,
Yeah.
And not having the opportunity to run, that's a play calling thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get on your play caller to go ahead and do that. Who's your play caller? Chip Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
That you're paying $6 million to go ahead and run your elite offense, your dynamic offense. You kept secret the whole preseason. You didn't want nobody to know about. Trust me, bro. You guys could have given the playbook to all the teams, and we still wouldn't be able to fucking execute. This is how bad it is. But honestly, who is running the team? Because from what that sounds, and what for hearing other pressers, it doesn't seem like Pete's really in control sometimes of when he want to do it. And honestly, it really sounds like last year, the whole thing with AP is just like, one guy's trying to do one thing, the coordinators are trying to do another thing, and it's like, who the fuck is really running the team? Somebody has to get in sync with somebody, whoever that is. So if you want to let Chip run the offense, if you want to let him run the team, great, cool, do it. But if you don't, fine, don't. You run the team, but you got to make it adamant. Before I get into this part really quick, I got to bring in a fourth member of the Raider Beetle team here. Shout out to my guy, Hollywood Raider Jeff in the building. Salute to my guy here. Appreciate you.
I'm outside.
Matt, you're
I'm
outside.
gonna let it out.
No, you're outside.
I'm
Let
letting it out.
Yes.
Fucking team has me so fired up. And if it wasn't for the fact that I called it all week long saying we don't match up, it's not going to be a good game. And we went out there and we showed no heart, no determination, absolutely fucking nothing out there on that field today. Not a goddamn player played anywhere near their possible capability. That was absolutely ridiculous to watch today. So disgusted. And just off the record, I picked up the Chiefs defense this week in my fantasy league, and it scored good for me.
Hey, you're not the only one.
I know what's gonna
You're not
happen.
the only one. I picked them up too, but my opponent had Rashid Rice, so it didn't really work out for me.
This was absolutely disgusting on all levels. Max wasn't even in the game. He was not even present mentally. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, he was getting doubled and tripled. I get that part. But Jesus Christ, the offensive line couldn't hold back a fucking bunch of fucking peewee football players. They were horrible today. To the point where JPJ gets benched and you put Capper in thinking he's going to do better. Get out of here. This team was a mess today. Less than 100 yards total offense? Are you shitting me? We had we've had one play over the 50, I think, if that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I've never seen Jeff speechless, bro. I've never seen Jeff speechless. This is how bad it is that he doesn't even have a vocabulary for how bad we are.
Bro, but hey, Jeff had the same
I'm saying it right now. I said it the other night on our show Wednesday night. You look through this schedule. You tell me where we win another game out of this. I don't think we win another game this year. Not the way we're playing. Absolutely not. The Chiefs, the Broncos are losing right now. The Chargers are losing, and they're losing to teams that aren't that good to begin with. You know, we still got to play the Giants. We still got the Broncos 2 times. We got the Chiefs one more game. The Chargers one more game. Good Lord, we're going to be 0-6 in our division again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is really starting to look that way, to be honest. And I don't know, maybe we could steal one, but at this point, it really looks bleak. It really does.
I mean, our best chance right now is after the bye week, which we never play good after the bye week.
Right.
And that's Jacksonville because they looked horrible today. But who knows? They got 2 weeks off too now, so who knows what they're going to be like in 2 weeks?
They're going to look like they fucking are going to win the Super Bowl when they play us.
Of course they are.
Every team looks like, any team that lines up against the Raiders right now, it's a fucking practice game. We still haven't even fucking left the practice field, Jeff. Literally, we didn't even get off the plane today.
Yep.
That's how bad.
Oh, and now you got
Denver.
You got Jacoby now pulling the Devontae Adams. Oh, my knee hurts. So I knew he wasn't going to play because I'm like, he's not going to play because they're going to try and trade him. Not going to put him out there and have him get a chance of getting damaged. So the trade value drops. Not that we're going to get a shit ton for him to begin with. But I tell you right now, during the bye week, he's gone. We're going to trade him away. There's going to be some trades going on this week. There has to be. You got to show Raider Nation something that you're doing something to try and right this disastrous ship because we're listing hard right now to one side, and I don't see us getting our buoyancy back at this point. We've got to do something. Something has to be done.
Well, according to Pete Carroll, we need to get more plays on offense for us to get something done. But we can only get 10, and we only want to give Ashton Jeanty the ball 6 times the whole fucking game, Jeff. Yeah. That's why you drafted him at 6 for 6
We didn't
carries.
have the defense. Well, our defense was so bad today that 90 yards. They took over. We punted it, and they were at their 95 yards. They were at their 5-yard line. And one of the guys on the chapter members there today at the watch party, he looked over at me. He goes, "Watch, 95-yard drive." I said, "I wouldn't doubt it." Sure as shit, 95-yard drive, touchdown. So they killed the clock on us. I mean, they were just eating up the clock.
It was 40 minutes to like 17 minutes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. When was the last time you saw a game like that?
Yeah, 42 minutes to 17.
The last time the Raiders played? The last time the Raiders played? Because that's how bad we are right now, Jeff. Literally. So Jeff, so let me ask you this, Jeff. You watched the fucking greatness of the Raiders, right?
I gotta go get another cigarette while you're talking.
Jeff,
Yeah.
when we look at 95 yards of total offense, are you telling me that this is a thing where we talked about it? Why is Pete Carroll saying that we're going to run the ball a whole bunch and we're going to freaking throttle teams and be physical? And Geno Smith has more freaking attempts for freaking throws than we almost do rushing attempts. Tell me how that makes any sense to you, Jeff.
Yeah.
And this is really quick.
It
This is
doesn't.
what I was asking the guys.
Yeah,
right
left hand
before you
knows what
popped
the
in.
right hand is doing.
Yeah, does the left hand know what the right hand is doing, right? So I'm gonna ask you this question. What are your thoughts on that type of question? Is it what you, because obviously there is a miscommunication, is beyond a miscommunication at this point. Like, do you think it's just like everybody has their own agenda there? Like, what do you think is fucking up in the front office in that building? Because this was just literally, like I said in the beginning, it had to take the Chiefs for us to go ahead and play them to show us how bad we really are as a team. So what are your thoughts? Do you like on, does the left hand know what the right is doing?
I will say this first. I think there's a lot of individual business decisions going on. That's number one. I think a lot of guys are now at the point where they're playing as to not get hurt. Because some guys aren't, I'm telling you, there's some guys aren't going to want to be on this team next year. As far as your actual question on, no, I don't think there's no communication within the coaching staff. I really don't think there is. Because how is Pete Carroll sitting there and not getting on Chip Kelly's case to change shit up? Okay. How is he not getting on Patrick Graham's case to switch things up on the defensive side? You know, I mean, I know it's kind of tough to do it on the defense because you're limited with what you have for players. But on the offense, why do we still keep trying to run the ball up the middle? Why is Pete Carroll not saying stop that shit? We can't run it up the middle, not with this offensive line. What happens every time he runs it up the middle? Gets stuffed. Yeah, he might break one here and there. There's no communication within the coaching staff. I really think there isn't. Somebody asked me this question on the way home. They said, do we even have a defensive back coach? I said, I don't know. It doesn't seem like we have one because it seems like there's nobody coached in the secondary. They're all running around lost out there. This is just disgusting in so many different levels.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible. It's embarrassing, bro. And that's what I was saying in the beginning is, you know, this is to the point where I'm embarrassed right now to be a Raider fan. I'm still going to be a Raider fan, but I'm embarrassed. I can feel that way because looking at this performance up against an actual real team, they showed us like, hey, bro, we can do whatever the fuck we want in this game. There is nothing that you guys can't do that we feel we're going to be threatened or we're going to lose this game. For real, it did. It got up to a point they knew. I think probably like maybe within like 10 minutes of the game, they knew already we got this game on in our pocket because we're slicing up their secondary. We're running the ball on the defense that supposedly was doing pretty well with the run game, right? Stopping the run game.
Yep.
They did whatever the fuck they want. They knew already. Like if we keep this defense on the field, we're gonna win. It's all about the time of possession, and that's exactly what they did.
I said this while we were at the watch party. I said, it's like, remember when you were a little kid and you had all your little army men set up and you had to decide, like, you know, you had like a battle going on between the good and the bad. Like, how do you decide who gets knocked out in this fight? And you just smash your hand on the playing field, on the battlefield, and just whoever's in the hand and within range of your fingers, you knock them down. That's what it was like out there. It was like just like a giant playing with, like a big kid playing with his toys. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like the Chiefs were just playing with us. You know, like
some bitches.
Yeah, how a cat takes a mouse out and then while the mouse is still alive, just keeps batting it around just to add insult to injury. That's what this felt like. It just felt like we were being punked. You know, like is our team in on this punking? You know, they're trying to prove a point with the coaches. Are they like, hey, guys, let up a little bit? Let's get these guys canned. You know.
Yo, really quick, let me highlight this comment by my guy Rosetown. He says, "Bro, Minshew would have cooked us. Andy kept it simple and just ran it." Shout out to my guy Rosetown. Shout out to over 100 in the building. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on all these channels that you guys have in front of you. My guy Raider Will with Silver and Black Radio Podcast. My guy Raider Primos, and my guy Raider Jeff. It's 401 _ Raider _ Jeff. Hold on, let me highlight it. There you go. I got it there. I already have it saved because we do our shows together on Wednesdays. So y'all already know what time it is. But it's crazy. It's true, bro. I was like, watching it be funny that Minshew scores a touchdown, throws a touchdown on us. I'll be like,
oh my God.
Now the embarrassment is complete. Now the embarrassment is complete. Luckily, it did not happen, bro.
Oh, you know what? Here's the best part, I thought, too, which made me almost piss my pants laughing. I'm like, this is our season. This is the way it goes.
Right.
Everybody gets excited. Hey, Kenny Pickett's in. Oh, yeah. First snap. Drops the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, are you shitting me? And then somebody yells out at the watch party, yells, "Hey, it's Tiny Hands Pickett." I'm like, I knew that was coming. You know, it's like, this is the comedy of errors that this team is this year. You know, you put a guy in that everybody's been clamoring to come in and play, and what's he do first snap? Drops the ball from the snap from the center. It's like, I can't make this shit up. This is just like a comedy of errors from start to finish of this game. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
So
I've never been so disgusted as a Raiders fan, except for the Tuck rule in the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Bucks, as I was today. Today, I was livid. I just disgusted. I just stewed all the way home as Dawn was driving home. I was zoned out.
Getting agitated, bro. I was already getting agitated here at the crib. I was like, fuck, man. I didn't go out. I didn't go outside. I need to smoke because I need to get my mind right because fuck, man. I was already festering in there. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Obviously, Geno still looked terrible. Geno's decision making was still terrible. Threw into triple coverage with Dante Thornton. I don't know. Even who was it? Romo? Was it?
Yeah.
It was Chris Nance and Romo.
Yeah.
Romo was like, that was just a fucking terrible throw. He should have even fucking that dude pointed that shit out on national television. I was like, yeah, bro, on the fucking shit.
That same play, he said Tucker was. I think he said Tucker was open. Either Tucker or Besh was like wide open, and he doesn't know why Geno threw it to Thornton.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, you getting caught out by Tony Romo on national television, like. Just when you can't get more embarrassing, right?
I never respected Romo as a quarterback that much, but I will say as an analyst, I think he does a damn good job. You know, as a color guy, I don't have a problem with him. And he's right. I mean, Jesus Christ, what the fuck was he throwing to? You know, this game, this.
Yeah,
he was lucky that he threw it out of bounds because it would have been picked off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He put it up in the corner, but it's shit like that just like, fuck, dude, really? Why?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and I think after that, that's where really kind of when people probably made a decision. I'm gonna sit this motherfucker. So what am I doing here that I'm wasting my fucking time with this motherfucker? He can't see these guys open, and that's the frustrating part. They have to dumb down. Let's keep it real. They have to dumb down the offense just to be able to accommodate him, so that way he doesn't turn the ball over. You know, Chip doesn't. You know, whatever. Say what you want with Chip right now, right? But his offense, regardless of the fact, is not designed to go under 10 yards. That's not what it's about. It's a spread offense. It's designed to go ahead and push the ball upfield, right?
Yeah.
We've seen it at Ohio State. It was way more fucking balanced than this. But it's not designed to go under 10 yards. So we have to simplify this offense just to cater to Geno. That's how bad shit is, y'all. Mm-hmm. And it just frustrates the fuck out of me that it had to take up to this point, and I'm glad Pete, whatever. I'll give him that flower. I'll give him a little bit of his flowers to Pete But he finally made that fucking decision to put Pickett in. Like,
Yeah.
there's no point. We're not winning that fucking game. Give the kid garbage time. He fucked it up. All right, cool. But you can put that on Meredith and Pickett because Meredith fucked up time before that.
Well, you think about it. How many times have they had first team reps together? That's number one.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know when I played center, if we had a new quarterback come in, it wasn't always, didn't go perfect right away. You got to get time with that person. So I can get that part, but it's just, like I said, it's just the way things were going for us. It was inevitable that something else was going to screw up, and that was it. It was a bad, I don't think it was a bad snap. I think it was just not used to being with each other and getting reps with each other. That's what I'll chalk that up to. That and his tiny little fingers and hands. But
Alemos verga, bro. That's what it is. We suck. We are terrible. I don't like right now. I don't care who you can put Joe Montana back there, and the Raiders
there ain't no
fucking lose.
There's no quarterback, past, present, or future, that could save this team right now. There's no quarterback out there. None. None. Not with the paper mache offensive line we have. Okay, because they're all made of fucking paper. Every single one of them. Everybody's still saying, "Oh, we got to get a franchise quarterback in the first round next year." No, okay, that's great, but who's going to block for him? If we go into next year with the same guys we have now in this line, what? So you kill him now too? You get him destroyed? Genty's going to bear the brunt of this now too, because he's going to be getting hit more and more, because everybody knows we can't throw the ball. And they're just going to stack the box, crush our offensive line, and as soon as he gets the ball handed to him, he's getting hit.
But Jeff, you're a bunch of clowns. Even Jay said, who's running the show? It's like you might as well just run the music. Because we're a bunch of fucking clowns.
Hey, Will, they are in Vegas. It's fitting. They are in Vegas.
Well, we're at Circus and we're the main show because we're a bunch of fucking clowns out there, bro. There's nobody running this team.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put this to Jeff's point that he brought that up. When do you play the rookies, right? Because he's talking about building the offensive line, and this is a crazy fucking thing, everyone. We went out and drafted guys in this draft, two offensive players in this draft. Have we seen anything from them, or have we seen them?
Nope.
No, we haven't. We saw them a little bit in preseason. That was it.
A little bit. They should have been playing a lot in preseason.
Yeah, I like they're in practice, but I haven't seen anything like any highlights from them in practice or anything like that. When that subject comes up, and just like Primo said before, he gets agitated, he gets pissed. Like, why the fuck are you questioning me, bro? He keeps telling us they're not ready. They're not ready. When the fuck are they going to be ready, Pete? That is your job. That is the job of your offensive line coach to get these fucking kids ready.
Nobody's ready. Nobody's ready. Who is it? Is this team ready?
He's healthy scratch. You got Tonka healthy.
I was just going to say, did you see who was inactive today? That's what gets me. I'm like, what?
Caleb, Charles, inactive, healthy scratches. All those four guys
and Tonka.
Yeah.
I
So if it's not, if they're not receivers, they don't get any playing time. That's what it boils down to me. Even Porter, even Darian Porter, for the most part, he's not starting, and he's done an okay job in the absence of Eric Stokes. So that's another guy being affected. I'm sorry, Primo. Go ahead.
This is why I lay off of the Spytek, fire Spytek train, because his draft, you would just by any coach would utilize his draft. Genty, Besh, Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant, Dante Thornton, his entire draft. Any other coach will utilize it. And we think, we have a Hall of Fame coach in Pete Carroll. Of course he would utilize his guys. Why is Dante Thornton? I said this in the beginning. Why is Dante Thornton getting more reps in a third-round play, or your 2 third-round picks, your second-round pick? Hell, I'll even put Genty on that board because you're not even running the football with him. Why is Dante getting more looks? That's a problem. That's why everyone who wants to fire Spytek's not the head coach. We have a coaching problem.
I agree with you. It's not Spytek.
Yeah, and then
it's not.
I do think we still need to draft a quarterback in the first round because I'm going back to the 2014 blueprint. I told you guys at the beginning of the show. We drafted Derek Carr in the second round, but what did Derek give us in a terrible season, 3-13? What did Derek give us? Hope that you build around him and you can have something. In 2015, they signed Crabtree, they drafted Cooper. That you gave him the receivers that he didn't have in 2014. In 2016, you built one of the best offensive lines I think Raider Nation can arguably put as one of the top in franchise history. You can do that.
Fair enough.
The thing is, all this, I'm going to bring in Geno. I'm going to bring in Jimmy G. And then we're just going to sign shit players on the offensive line.
Yeah.
Terrible drafts, terrible free agent signings. This is all coming out against the Chiefs. I said this last year. It starts with the draft. I said it during Antonio Pierce's time here. Said it with Josh McDaniels. I said it with Gruden. It starts with the draft. You keep trying to put Band-Aids on positions at the safety position, at the linebacker position, at the wide receiver position, on the offensive line. You keep trying to put Band-Aids on them. Go in the draft and go get your future. I don't care if it's quarterback, running back, offensive line. You go locate those positions in the draft. Why is Colton Miller a beast on the offensive line? He was a first-round pick for that offensive line. Why is Genty looking like a playmaker? First-round pick. Why was Khalil Mack a playmaker? First-round pick. But no, we're going to go draft Aiden O'Connell in the fourth round. Hopefully he's Tom Brady.
Right.
And never address the quarterback position. Outside of Aiden O'Connell, have we and maybe Cam Miller, but then you got rid of him? I would have rather had Cam Miller than Kenny Pickett. Looking what the Giants did with Jackson Dart. I'm not saying that would be the same situation if Dart was here, but I'm saying at least have a rookie quarterback that let's see what he got. Will we have hope? If he doesn't, we don't. But you got to address the quarterback situation in the draft. Stop trying to go trade for guys who like their time is up. Let's call it what it is. Geno Smith time is up.
These are all Band-Aids, journeyman quarterbacks that really a lot of them is just we're hoping to go ahead and see if we can refine that, or they can have a resurgence and kind of turn back the hands of time a little bit, just kind of like that Rich Gannon type play. It doesn't. It's not like that league is far and gone. It happens very, very, very rarely. It does happen. It does. But if you want to go ahead and do it the right way, you go out and get yourself a young, great quarterback. You draft within the first 3 rounds every year until you find your guy.
Yep.
Until you find your guy.
Yeah. And I said the first 2, Spytek's agenda next year, his first 2 picks, offensive line, quarterback. Yep. Your agenda next year, Spytek. You revamp that offensive line and you go get your franchise quarterback of the year.
You take those 2 first-round picks. You're going to have our original pick and the one we're going to get for trading away Max Crosby in the next week or 2.
Oh my God!
What is he doing for it?
Let's bring this up. Let's bring this up.
What good are we doing keeping Max Crosby if we're not going to win? Everybody's like, well, he deserves the Super Bowl.
We're not trading away Max Crosby. He's not going anywhere. Let's keep it real. I'm not going to go into that talk, Jeff. Not doing it. But I'm going to go into this talk. Is Jacoby gone? He's
gone by the end of the bye week.
Done? And if so, who do you guys think he's going to? And what do you think our comp is going to be for letting Jacoby go ahead and set that sail and find greener pastures?
Can I hit this one first?
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. I'll let you answer.
You ain't going to he's no Devontae, so you ain't getting a 3rd-round pick for him. I think the best you could probably hope for him right now, especially if they have this ghost knee injury or whatever it is that's going on with him. Maybe if you're lucky, as high as a 4th. If not, then it's definitely a 5th or beyond that 5th rounder. Where he goes, who knows? I can think of one team that would probably take him, and that's only because of where McDaniels is, and that would probably be back to New England. Because McDaniels will use him, and he could use that guy right now on that team for sure. So that would be your trade partner, would be New England. The downside is whatever you're going to get for a pick from them, it's going to be later in the round because they're surging.
They're killing it.
Yeah, since they played us, they had one other shitty kind of game. And since then, they've turned it around. And now with Buffalo losing the other day, they're right back in the thick of things in the AFC East. So it's not going to be like an early round pick. You're not going to be picking in the top 15. You're going to be picking in the mid 20 range somewhere. But that's a team that I could see would want him because of McDaniels being there and knows how to use the guy. He's familiar. He's the reason he's in Vegas right now is because of him.
Yeah.
I just don't. We're not going to get a higher pick than a fourth. There's no way they're going to get anything better than a fourth round.
The only way I think that could happen is really if you find a team that's really desperate and you fleece them. That's the only point that you have to where you'll be able to go ahead and get that type of compensation. But
but let's be realistic with this. He's not coming in with the talent of like a Devontae Adams or a Randy Moss, or a Jamar Chase type of guy. You're not going to get a high pick for him. He's not that number one. He'll complement what you already have, which is what he was doing for us until Devontae got traded, and then he was forced to play the number one role because we didn't have another guy. Our number one was really our tight end, and we don't have him right now. So I don't expect the world for the guy. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. What about you, Primos? What are your thoughts? Does Jacoby leave, or do we ride out the season with him? And if he does go, what do you think our comp would be?
Oh no, he's gone. I think the writing was on the wall when he was inactive for this game. Going into the week, even him popping up in the injury report, and then P saying, "Oh, he got injured on this play last week against the Titans." I'm calling BS. Like, you guys are trying to trade him, trying to keep him safe, so he doesn't get hurt. And then for the comp that we're gonna get back, I agree with Jeff. Fifth, if you somehow get a fourth, man, salute to Spytek. Shout out to Spytek if he gets a fourth for him. But yeah, I don't see nothing more than a fifth. Hell, sixth maybe. Like, what has he done this season that a team is gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna give you guys a fourth for him? Like, he hasn't done anything outside of that first game going over 100 yards. And yeah, New England, I think is the logical location because of just the familiarity with Josh McDaniels, and I know Drake May will love him. That's a good safety blanket. They got Kayshon Boutte over there. You pair Jacoby Myers up with Ramondre Stevenson, Henderson. Like, they're already on offense. They're moving the football. You add Jacoby Myers to that. That just makes that offense more better than they already are. Not saying Myers, like to Jeff's point, Myers is not an Adams or Jamar Chase, but he's a good wide receiver too. If you already have that wide receiver one, which New England does, in Kayshon Boutte, he's a solid wide receiver too, and New England will love him.
Yeah, my thoughts is I think we'll probably get a fourth, probably maybe a fifth. It just depends, but I think probably Steelers will be the guys, and they're in that situation where they're needing a wide receiver too. They got DK Metcalf over there. They were in a tough battle versus the Bengals the other night that literally they just lost by a field goal. And that's the type of situation where you're battling within your division, you're battling certain teams that a guy like Jacoby Myers might make the difference. So maybe the Steelers might be one of those guys. I'm thinking New England too. I'm right on that line too. He goes back to New England, reconnects with Josh McDaniels. But I don't see us getting more than a third round pick. I don't see us getting the third round pick. I honestly, it looks like more of that fourth, and that's okay. We'll still be able to go ahead and make it work. And this is the thing too. So I talked about it yesterday with my guy Joe Morley. Shout out to Joe Morley. You can either keep him or you can go ahead and trade him away. And the difference is that even if you let him hit free agency, you're going to get a comp pick for him. And the way it works is if he signs like a bigger contract, you get a compensation. There's a little bit more to it, but that's kind of the gist of it, right? But it's still not necessarily would you get. It's not guaranteed to get the fourth, but it'll be around a fourth or fifth. But now if you want to go ahead and make that a for sure thing and guarantee, if you have a team that comes to knock in saying that, hey, we'll give you a fourth for Jacoby, let's go ahead and pull that trigger because now it's a guaranteed thing. So long as not you could do a fourth conditional to a third. We've seen teams do that where it's a conditional pick. That's fine. We could do that as well. But my thing is just locking it in and making sure that we know at least we got a fourth for this guy and we can go ahead and use that going into 26.
I like the idea of a conditional pick because if we get a fourth rounder with a possibility of it moving up to a third, if they make, say, AFC Championship or something along that line, something to do with how far they go in the playoffs, because it's definitely possible with that team this year, which pisses me off living in New England. I hate every aspect of it, you know. But I look at it this way: if you want to unload him fast, I just think the Patriots are the easiest one to work a trade with. Unload him, get rid of him, get what you can for him. That's one less player. Now you can just keep Betch out there all the time now and just get him his time. That's it. And Primo, you're wearing a Celtics shirt?
Yeah. I
Where do you live?
I live in the Bay Area. It was my
right.
dad grew up. My dad grew up in the East. He was a big Celtics fan, and then I'm so glad he fell in love with football when he came out here and fell in love with the Raiders.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Lil. I'm gonna turn to you. What are your thoughts? Do you think Jacoby leaves? Do you think we ride out with him till the end of the season? And if he does go, what do you think we'll get for him?
First of all, man, I'm just gonna start with we're gonna get fucked again. The only thing the Raiders do well is screw shit up and fuck themselves, right? Man,
Not lying.
we're gonna get hosed on this. You were gonna trade them. We're gonna send them back to the Patriots, and the Patriots are gonna give it back and like give us some shitty ass picks. We traded what? What did we give for him? Like a third? We give up a third. We're probably gonna get a sixth. We're probably gonna get a sixth. What? Why? Because we're the Raiders. That's why. And we just managed to screw things up. And it pisses me off. Because this guy's a good player and he came in here and he's been putting in work and he's been doing shit. But is he gone? Absolutely, because we can't get our shit together because we're a bunch of fucking clowns on offense. And that's unfortunate. You know, and the thing is, the Patriots keep getting stronger and keep bagging us. They gave us McDaniels. They took away Moss and made him great. I'd be like, how fucking retarded can we be, bro?
Oh, hold on. Randy Moss was already great before that. It's just that we ruined him, and then they got him good again.
He was
and then they fixed him, and somehow every single time a player comes here, they underperform.
Right.
They don't.
And that's the other thing.
Yo, Chasen had a touchdown today.
And we let guys go that make plays. I'd be like,
that's a dude that I wanted to keep too.
Yeah, the fumble recovery for a touchdown today. And I'm like,
that's the most Raiderism thing
right now.
Ever. Yeah. Hey, that's the
I'd
most
rather have him than
Raiderism
Kuntz
thing.
right now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So are you saying he's gone? Yes, he's gone, and we're going to get hosed. And then guess what? People are going to be saying, oh, we got hosed and this and that. But guess what? It's because we screwed it up. Because we can't get our shit together. And if anybody right here wants to look at it, man, look at our coaching staff. We're not using our guys right. We're not getting them the ball right. I don't give a fuck, man, right now. It is so bad that our players, I guarantee you, Jacoby probably was like, you know what, man? This knee's hurting a little bit more today. Oh, that tells me. I mean, like, they're talking about trading me. I got to be in good conditions so this package is ready to go.
Yeah, Devontae called him on his flight back from freaking London saying, hey, use this trick, and they'll end up trading you away somewhere you want to go.
Hey,
so,
you know what, though?
Can I just say one more thing? I just want to say one more thing because I got to go in because dinner's ready and the wife's already giving me shit. Here's the other problem we have, too, with this team. So at the end of the season, we've got a shit ton of free agents again, okay? Who in their right mind as a free agent of another team right now would want to even come here? That's the other problem. We've had problems with trying to attract the right coaches to come in here. We think we finally had the right coach, but with the dysfunction that's going on with who we've got in charge of our offense, our defense, and our head coach, the way what we're putting out on the field for a product, who in their right mind as a free agent player would want to come here and play in this shit? Like who? We're going to have such a hard time attracting free agents, even though I know people say, like, well, they still want the money. Yeah, but they want the money, but they also want to win. There's no emphasis. There's no emphasis on us winning right now. Yeah, that's our motto, just win, baby, commitment to excellence.
Right.
I don't see either one of those right now. Nobody does. And if they say they see it, then I don't know what you're looking at because you must be watching old footage of this game of the team because it ain't current. That's for damn sure. So on that note, I'm checking out and make sure tomorrow morning, everybody, Monday morning quarterback, myself with Chris for Raiders.
Sure.
I'll definitely have plenty to say about this tomorrow. So.
Yes, for sure. I'm gonna be tapping in. You already know my guy. I'm gonna be listening. I might not be too much in the chat because I'll be working, but I'll be listening for sure. Make sure you guys go ahead and give my guy 401 underscore Raider Jeff a follow on YouTube. He has like 5 shows in the week. Make sure you guys go ahead and tap in. Great content by my guy Jeff. Appreciate you pulling up and having a little bit of therapy with us for sure. Yes, sir.
Bye.
All right, man. Thank you, brother. All right, y'all. Hey, appreciate everyone pulling up and rocking with us on this post-game reaction show. We have over 120 in the building. Appreciate everyone tapping in and rocking with us. Again, make sure you guys haven't done so. Hit that like and subscribe button on this channel, on my guy Raider Will's channel, Silver and Black Radio Podcast, on my guy Raider Primo, at Raider Primos. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like, subscribe as usual. Appreciate everyone pulling up. Let me ask you guys this question. We were talking about Jacoby, but let's talk about the other on the flip side of the ball. You brought up Chase on outdated defense. I mean, man, we got cooked. The middle field getting cooked, got cooked. Defense got owned, bro. 31-0. I mean, you can. I know it's easy off the bat to go ahead and just pass the blame on the defense, but you can't put 100% on them. They were just literally. It reminds me of that episode of The Simpsons where you have Homer fighting Derek Tatum, whatever his name is, Tatum, right? AKA Mike Tyson. And Mo's giving him that advice. You got to wear him out. Just take the punches. He'll get tired. First 2 hits, Homer's already on it, literally wobbly. That was literally the Raiders today. It's just abysmal, but it's just bad strategy. Chiefs had a great strategy, and they knew already what time it was. But can you also attribute this to being an outdated defense? I think Roman mentioned it. I think we're playing cover 2 today, and he brought it up. It's just you can't play that with this type of player, with this much personnel and this much talent on this team. You're gonna get cooked, and that's exactly what happened. Go ahead, pretty much. I'll start with you. What are your thoughts? Outdated defense. We just literally that nickel Darnay just got sizzled, bro.
I was waiting for it too. I was like, what game is Darnell Holmes gonna get just baptized and just shit, crap, and just because that's what you are as a nickel corner. You are going to get baptized and exposed of being the worst corner. Well, Caillou Blue Kelly's kind of fighting for that too, of being the worst corner in that room. But yeah, Romo hit it on the button. And what's crazy though, Jay, is that Romo sees it, Raider Nation sees it. You would think these coaches see it, right? The middle of the football field is wide open. Pete Carroll, you are the head coach, and this goes back to your earlier question. Is it Patrick Graham saying, no, I'm going to call what I want to call? I know.
Shout out to my guy Wasted. Appreciate you, my guy. You got unceremoniously blocked for your Arby's comment. Don't you dare shit on Arby's Primo. I love Arby's. Hey. Fuck, I love me a roast beef sandwich, dog. I give myself the giant one.
As soon as I seen Big Mike posting posting that he's cooking some meats up, I'm like, bro, he's always doing that. So I'm like, you know what? Arby's, move away, because Big Mike got the meats too, apparently.
Yeah.
He's over here frying it up on the grill.
Hey man, I gotta challenge Big Mike to a cook-off, dog, and I gotta dust my apron and all my barbecue stuff off, man, because he brought it, bro, with that brisket. I was like,
they know how to cook.
Yeah, we get down, dog.
But yeah, middle of the field has been a problem, but it's not a 2025 problem. This has been a problem since Patrick Graham's got here. Is the middle of the field is wide open. It's just worse now. And they, like you said, the Chiefs have their way. Middle of the field open to Rashee Rice. Middle of the field open to Kelsey. everything that they wanted to do was going over in the middle field. That's how they were just driving all the way down the field that they want to do. It was over the middle field, falling forward, and this defense, it wasn't also just outdated defense. It was defensive players looking like they just did not want to play.
Yeah.
They did not want to play. They did not want to be out there. Like I said, you got Rashee Rice coming back, his 2025 debut, and he hangs 2 touchdowns on you. Caillou Blue Kelly. Like, and the thing is, make it make sense from a coaching standpoint. The corner that has allowed the most yards in the NFL, we're going to put you on an island with Rashee Rice. Make that make sense. We're not going to give you safety help. We're going to put you on an island. And then on the flip side of that, Eric Stokes, you're going to get put on the island with Xavier Worthy. What do Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy have in common? They are both one of the fastest players in the NFL. And we're going to put our worst corners on an island against them both. Like, it makes no sense. And, like, you could say, okay, well, Kelce only had 3 catches. No, well, he had, 60-something yards on 3 catches? Like, Mahomes could have went anywhere on that football field.
Yeah.
And Romo hit it on the button. This team has so many weapons across the board. We're putting linebackers on wide receivers. We're putting a small corner on Kelce. Like, it makes you think, like, Pete Carroll, are you just watching the Chiefs for the first time? They've been this way. The Chiefs have been this type of team. People are saying, oh, the Chiefs are dangerous. The Chiefs have been this way. Why is it taking it so long for the Raiders defensive coordinator and the Raiders defensive players and our head coach to come up with a plan to shut down Mahomes, Kelce, Xavier Worthy, and Rashee Rice, and you guys are just letting them do whatever they want to do? There was not one facet in the game where Mahomes looked like he was struggling out there, where Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy were struggling out there. Mahomes threw it across the field. And Darnay Holmes, you had the easiest interception probably you would ever see, and you got mossed by Xavier Worthy. Inexcusable. Inexcusable.
For sure. Yo, again, real quick, shout out to our guy, Wasted Talent in the building. Salute, brother. Tough game, tougher season. It's time to reset the strategy the team is using to rebuild. He goes on to say these Raiders will make you learn and become a master of hobby. I'm going to pick up the phone line. Facts, dog.
Hey,
facts. Talk, my guy. Jesus Christ.
For real. Wasted. Talk that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Will.
Hey, Will,
thoughts, man. I think we kind of mentioned, we kind of dabbled in this last time. Outdated defense. We saw him get kicked in the middle of the field.
Defense? What outdated? I mean, like, what fucking defense? Let's be real. People were open all over the field, bro. I mean, Patrick Mahomes was back there playing man. You're open. You're open. Oh, shit, that guy's open. Everybody was the fuck open, bro. There was not one time that we said like I said, 1st and 20, 1st and 30, no problem. We're going to give you the first down.
Yeah.
Bro, this shit is embarrassing. Blue Kelly got worked. I knew it before the game. I'm like, yo, there has to be a strategy. There has to be a strategy to doing this thing. You have to take away people. Blue Kelly got worked, bro, like a fucking hoe on the street.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me my money, bitch. Because, bro,
he put her ass on the street. Go give me my money, bitch.
Exactly. Because, bro, I'm telling you right now, got hung out to dry. It's just like my man was saying. Hey, if you're a defensive coordinator, you know you have these type of issues. You got to handle it. Holmes in the slot getting worked, bro. I'll be like, bro, these guys must be working them streets hard in Vegas that night because we look scandalous out there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, we were handing out first downs. We were handing out touchdowns, receptions, whatever the people wanted, they got. Patrick Mahomes didn't even look like he was breaking a sweat when it was 1st and 20.
No, he had a smile on his face.
Yeah.
He has a little super Kermit he wasn't phased at all, bro.
And shame on you, Pete Carroll. Hey, I'm gonna tell Carroll, shame on you, motherfucker. Because I'm going to tell you, you coming up and saying that Blue Kelly was the most physical guy, that he's the guy that's in there putting in so much work. I don't see it on the field. And if you don't see it on the field, why ain't he on the bench? And if I can see it, you can see it, Primo can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's be real, man. Let's just be factual. We're too arrogant at the coaching spot. We think we know better, and this cover 3 scheme is going to be perfect, and we're going to play some soft-ass coverage, and then we're going to go man-to-man with 3 basically number 1 receivers that all those 3 receivers are better than any of the receivers we have,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to lock them up man-to-man. Bro, and this is why Patrick Mahomes was laughing at us. Bro, this is why we look like a junior varsity team.
Yep.
Because our strategy sucks.
We did, bro.
Bro, our strategy sucks. We don't know how to use our players. We don't maximize them to the best of their abilities. And we put them in situations to lose. Tell me that Blue Kelly had a chance in hell one-on-one.
Yeah, it will. You said, bro, you hit on the button, but how many times have we said that, though, with coaches? They're putting players in wrong positions. They're putting, like, that's, like, you're hitting on the button that it's a coaching issue, but it's like, bro, when are we going to get it right? Like,
well, and it's not when you're going to get it right? Because here's the thing. There was plenty of mistakes in this game because of the fact, and it's freaking really amplified because our offense sucks balls.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, and the defense, the reason that this really got amplified is because we couldn't get off the field. And it was stupid, man. I mean, like, we had stupid penalties that allowed them to keep driving. So we shot ourselves in the foot. And I agree with that. This team seems to be now quitting on their coaches because they don't believe in the system. They don't believe in what they're doing. And honestly, I don't blame them because, Pete, you said, hey, we're going to compete at all these positions and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. I ain't seen shit.
And it's funny that we bring up that, you know, this team kind of quit on the team. Hang on one second. Shout out to my guy Raider Resistance. He put out something earlier in the week, just like right after the win, of the Titans, and you know, there was starting to be doubt in the locker room. Let me go ahead and put up that post.
Oh, yeah. Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams, right? So shout out to my guy, Raider Resistance. He put this up the other day. Let me take off this banner. Hang on one second. Jamal Adams reveals that the Raiders locker room was starting to build doubt, right? So we were on that 4-game losing streak. Everything was looking bleak, right? And then, you know, luckily for that Titans win, it kind of changed. But now having this type of loss in KC, the way we lost, now you got to kind of bring up, is that going to come up again? Because he was asked regarding that. He's like, man, it was much needed, right? So we drop a couple of games, and the outside starts to churn on you. Inside, we start questioning a lot of things. So this was a huge win, a confidence booster, yada, 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 right? But now losing the way we did, getting skunked, not like literally the defense, this defense that he's on got cooked. Very, very few moments, highlights that you could go ahead and take away that they were positive. Looking back, I'm pretty sure the doubt starts creeping back in. I don't know why wouldn't you want to think, like, well, wouldn't you think that, especially this type of loss? This is a rivalry game. I don't give a damn if you're just new to the team. When you go into a team and you're like, hey, we're playing our rivals, you know, they talk shit, and trust me, they were probably getting an earful out in the field too. It just demoralizes you, and at a point where you're getting the ball run, like literally shoved down your throat, you're just getting, you know, sliced up. It's just like, fuck, man, like the morale just like literally goes away. I want to ask you guys this question: does this loss fall on Pete, Chip, or Patrick Graham, or all three? What are you guys' thoughts? Primo, I'll start with you. What
I'm
are your
going
thoughts?
all
What's
three,
your
but more on Pete. Pete's the head coach. Okay,
Mhm.
you're gonna get the what you want Chip to do. Tell him to do it. What you want Patrick Graham to do. Tell him to do it. You're the head coach. The thing is, going back to his press conference. Oh, we didn't have enough plays. We didn't. Shut up with the excuses. You're the head coach. Chip, I want an I formation. Chip better run it. He don't run it. Chip, what are you doing? You want to get the fuck out of Las Vegas? You want to go back to college? Because I'll fire your ass right on the spot. You will not fly back to Kansas City. I want Genty to get more. I want to run the football. And Chip Kelly's like, no, I want to throw the football. Well, you're not the head coach, Chip. And then if that's the problem, if Chip is like, okay, well, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting until Pete Carroll gets fired, and then I'm going to be the head coach. If that's what's going on, Spytek, Brady, and Mark Davis, y'all need to have a conversation with your coaches. Because what the fuck is going on with you? Because those are your three main guys: Patrick Graham, Chip Kelly, Pete Carroll. If I'm Brady, if I'm Spytek, if I'm Mark Davis, you need to sit down. What the fuck is going on with you three? It's like that fucking Harry Potter scene with Harry and freaking Riley and them. It's like, what are you guys doing? What are y'all three doing? That's what they need to do. What three?
Yeah,
Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly. What are y'all doing? That this shit is not working, because that presser opens my eyes a little bit. That he said, "Oh, we didn't have enough play." You're trying to throw Chip Kelly under the bus.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing Chip Kelly under the bus? Why didn't you tell him? That's why I was like, I could give Antonio Pierce some little flowers. He actually grabbed Luke Getsy in Baltimore. I was like, "What the fuck you doing?" And they beat Baltimore. And then Luke Getsy came out with the same shit, and Antonio Pierce was like, "See ya. Don't let the door hit you on the way out." Pete Carroll, grow some balls. You little 74-year-old saggy balls, bro. And you better check Kelly. You better check Patrick Graham, or else Pete, you out too. Because I'm starting to lean there. You're the head coach. This is your team. This team wins and falls on your schedule. Not Chip, not Patrick Graham. It is on you, Pete Carroll. I will blame Chip Kelly because he needs to run the football more. I will blame Patrick Graham because he keeps leaving the football, the middle of the field open. But Pete Carroll, you're the one that's not telling them to make adjustments. Instead, you want to call them out on a press conference, and then you want to get mad at the media for asking you the hard-hitting questions. Get the F out of here with that.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. You got to be able to go ahead and answer those type of questions. You lost 31-0 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Your bitter fucking rival. Either way, it doesn't matter. Whether it be the Chiefs, could be the Browns, could be fucking the kids down the street. You lost 31-0. Yeah. You got to answer for that. Who else is there to answer? You think John Spytek is going to get on the podium? No, you're the one assigned to be the coach of this team.
Yeah.
You got to go ahead and answer that. Come on, Pete. Let's stop with the whole, I'm going to get pissed at the media. They're going to ask you that questions. Because why are they
wondering what the hell's going on too?
Yeah, exactly. So this is the thing. It's crazy because we're back again. This is how fucking insane all this shit is, y'all. And I gotta put it out there. I gotta keep it real. This is how insane all this shit is, that we're back to the same bullshit of last year. It's like you argue with that crazy ass girlfriend. You're just like, we're back to the same fucking bullshit. Like, goddamn. Like, why? And it's crazy because we went out and got a new chick. And we still at the same fucking problems. Why? We brought the adults in to come in an adult, but we don't adult. So what's really going on? We went out and got Chip Kelly, paid this guy $6 million to go ahead and run our offense. It looks like an offense out of a Cracker Jack box. To be real, let's just keep it a bean, y'all. It is. So, like, you have to be able to answer those questions. You have to come with it. You can't be upset at the media for questioning your strategy.
Yeah.
Because your strategy up to this point has been shit.
And I want to ask this question to you, Jay.
Yeah.
Did Chip Kelly want Geno Smith?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't. This is the.
I think Jeff talked.
Go ahead and ask your question. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, because Jeff brought up that no one's going to want to be. He's right, because people are wondering, well, who would want to come here as a head coach? The thing is, why did Cliff Kingsbury not want to come here? You guys don't got a quarterback. Why did Ben Johnson not want to be here? You guys don't got a quarterback. And look what they're doing with said quarterbacks that they have now. Look what Jackson Dart is doing with Brian Daboll now that Brian Daboll got a quarterback. The thing is, Pete banked on Geno Smith. Pete banked on Geno Smith. It was like, I want to go get my guy. The thing is, Pete, did you see last season? He led the league in interceptions with 15. He declined. When you left, he regressed from the season he had. And us, Raider Nation, we bought into that because we believed, oh, well, he went with Pete Carroll, and his first year under Pete Carroll was amazing. The thing is, Pete Carroll's a defensive-minded head coach. He's not an offensive-minded head coach. So Geno Smith's success doesn't go with Pete Carroll. It goes with whoever that offensive coordinator was in Seattle. Now, again, we said Chip didn't want Geno. Then why didn't this is where I go back to Spytek. I give him a little bit of blame here. Why didn't you go locate the quarterback? Now, is that because Pete didn't want you to? Or because you just felt, hey, he wanted Geno Smith and we drafted Cam Miller, and it is what it is. That's why I put a lot of blame on Pete, because everything that is going on right now falls on you. You wanted Geno. Yeah. You brought in Chip Kelly, who probably didn't want Geno. And then Patrick Graham's defense looks 10 times worse when you are a defensive-minded head coach. And I'll let you go finish your thought. Okay. But that's why
I'll answer your question right before this, because shout out to my guy Tyler. I appreciate you, my guy. The Fire Pete comments are starting to go rough, and I knew it was a matter of time. It was already going on, but it was a matter of time. And this is the crazy shit. You got to either run with Pete, but if you fire Pete, you're gutting the whole fucking thing. You need to kind of almost start completely over again. That's what we did this year. This is what it is, and that's why we used to say the rebuild, right? Like there has to be a new strategy. But if you can't Pete, it's like you gotta have to kind of restart again, because the guy you bring in to go ahead and be the successor to Pete, if you're gonna go that route, they're gonna want to bring in their own guys, right? Unless you're gonna go ahead and hire you're gonna promote a guy like either Patrick Graham or Chip Kelly to be the next head coach, right? Which I hope is not Chip. I'm okay. I'm a little bit open to the idea with Patrick Graham, but even him, I don't mind him. Like if he decides to go to somewhere else, that's fine. I want to see maybe what Robbie Leonard has to offer, or somebody else outside the regime completely, right? I think you should just, if we're gonna go that route, almost gut it to literally the foundation, not the studs. Let's say the studs, right? Because you got a couple studs out there. Obviously, you got Max, you got Genty, you got JPJ, and that's really it. And maybe Bash might potentially work out. I don't know.
We don't have anyone. We already down to the studs right now. Let's not start getting tripped out.
Hold on. But the point being is that you tear that motherfucker down and then restart again, right? Which I don't want to do. Most of everybody doesn't want to do, or half of the nation wants to do at this point. We're so lost that we'll take anything at this point, right? That's the thing, and that's really what we're up against right now, right? Yeah. To answer your question, Primo, no, Chip Kelly did not want Geno Smith, and that's the shit that boggles their mind. This was, I don't know if there was a committee behind this decision, or they just let Pete go carte blanche on the quarterback decision, or maybe they were both part of that decision. They said, oh, okay, well, maybe Chip voiced his opinion, but it's like, it's up to you, dog. Like, whatever you want to fucking do. But obviously, whether they both decided on Pete or we both decided on Geno or not, the shit that really irks me is that we still did not draft a successor to Geno.
Yes.
Why? Yeah. Why? To really control the narrative, and this is Geno Smith is our guy? For real? Because you went out and paid him a bag? Come on. Who gives a fuck? If it's gonna be your guy, it's your guy. That's the guy you're gonna run with. I forgot who put out there we should have drafted Shedeur. Shedeur would have done better, right? Okay, cool. Let's run down that rabbit hole for just a second. Let's say we would have drafted Shedeur at some point, whatever round it was. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Let's say, or we would have traded for him, whatever. he's still gonna sit behind Geno. It didn't matter, right? And that's
Yep.
the fucking thing. We didn't make a move. We didn't take that move seriously, and we're gonna have to do that again. And that's why Jeff is like, okay, you're gonna go out and get a quarterback, but you also got to rebuild the line. Yes, but you still got to get that fucking quarterback.
Yeah.
You still have to get that piece. Changes the team completely. It's such an important piece.
Yeah. And that
You-
I
and
gave
that's-
crap, and I gave crap to DC. Jay knows that I gave
Yeah.
crap to DC, but that is what DC gave us in 2014, hope,
Yeah.
because we were looking for quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. That team was terrible in 2013, and in 2014 we drafted Derek. That team still was terrible, 3-13. But what did DC give you? He made shit look into, hey, maybe let's see what he does with Michael Crabtree and Coop. That's what I'm waiting for. And I thought, I was like, okay, Geno's coming in here. We're gonna draft Dart, or we're gonna draft Shador. We don't draft either one of those guys. Why? Dart was there in the second round for you to take. No, you trade back. Shador was there for 5 rounds. You don't even pick him up. You pick up Cam Miller. You pick up Cam Miller, and then you don't even play him in the preseason. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, they have to have a conversation with themselves. That's why I bring up the quarterback, because I'm like, they have to have a conversation. Is when they let DC go, Josh McDaniels, I was like, you're gonna get a quarterback. No, he got Jimmy G, and same thing. You didn't draft a quarterback until the 4th round, basically banking on Jimmy G being your guy for God knows how long. And then this season, you're doing the same. Pete Carroll's doing the same thing with Geno, like you're saying. He's banking on Geno being the long-term answer until Geno retires eventually, or whenever that is. No, you draft a successor, because when shit hits the fan, that guy might need to come in. Look at the Giants. They went out and got Russell Wilson, but that didn't stop them from drafting Jackson Dart. When shit hit the fan, because Brian Daboll ass is on fire, and that general manager ass is on fire, he's like, hey, you're going in, Dart. You're probably, and the thing is, he probably is not ready, but he's playing his lights out. You never know if a guy's ready. You got to put him in.
Yes. I'm going to go to my guy, Raider Will. Who do you think this falls on? Pete, Chip, Patrick Graham, and then to Primo's question, did Chip really want Geno and all that? What are your thoughts on that? I'll give you the floor.
All right. First of all,
Go ahead.
hey, I'm with Primo on the situation where you look at it, and at the end of the day, if you're a coach, then you really have to say that it's on the head coach, that it's on the guy that it is like in charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, that is Pete Carroll. And he's the one that's putting out this product. He's the one that is approving these game plans. He's the one that's looking these coaches in the eye and saying, hey, players, you guys have to be successful. You guys have this. This is what we're going to do. And honestly, it's tough. I mean, like, man, and you know what? Chip Kelly didn't want Geno, but it doesn't matter. Like, here's the thing. This is the team that was put together. And your job as a coordinator and as a coach is to put the best product possible out there at one time. And if this is the best product that you're putting together, that you're saying, oh, yeah, you know what? We put $70 million into this guy. We brought this guy. We did this. We paid $6 million to Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly, you're paid $6 million to make this team functional on offense. I don't care. Stop making excuses for, saying, oh, this isn't my guy. This isn't the guy I wanted. It's always that, right? We never draft the right guy. We never get the guy that they wanted, the guy that they needed. Stop making excuses and start giving me results. Chip Kelly, I don't know what you're doing, but 45 or 92 yards or whatever it is of total offense, I don't care what planet you're on. I'd be like, bro, I've seen third string quarterbacks with more total offense.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
Look at Mac Jones being a backup.
Yeah, backup quarterbacks get more total yardage than the Raiders did on offense. Factual.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking at it, It's a total disaster all the way across the board, and it starts from the top down.
Mm-hmm.
Bad coaching, bad decisions, bad game plans. Players are not happy.
Yeah.
So it's all bad, bad, bad. And if you don't want Geno, then guess what, Chip Kelly? Make shit happen. So that way, when you say, I want this guy and we're going to make it better, then guess what? You have facts that you can stand on.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, to give me and say, oh, it's because Geno can't do this, Geno can't do that. Well, hey, Kenny Pickett can't either. Neither can Cam Miller. Neither can AOC. So, hey, tell me who you need. Stop making excuses and give me results. That's where I'm at with it.
100%. 100%. You hit the nail on the coffin. I'm going to go ahead and switch it up, y'all. We're going to do a little fun segment right now into the post-game reaction show. But really quick, salute to everybody in here. Again, over 100 in the building. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on this podcast. If you guys are watching on X, make sure you guys jump over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, hit those likes, be a part of the chat. Let's get involved. And then also my guys over here, both of my guys, my guy Raider Will to my left. Make sure you guys go ahead and give them a subscribe and a like. Silver and Black Radio Podcast. To my right, my guy Raider Primos at Raider Primos. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit those subscribes on both of those channels for sure. I'm going to go ahead and switch it up. We're going to do a fun little segment here at Just Raiders, something that I haven't done in almost a year now, and I'm glad to go ahead and bring it back. I'm going to go ahead and bring back the segment, Walk the Plank. Let me go ahead and play this.
He walks the plank. The plank!
Love it. Walk the Plank. If y'all don't know, if y'all new to the show, y'all don't know what the fuck Walk the Plank is that we're going to go ahead and put the light on the fucking shitty players of this fucking game. And I'll go ahead and kick this thing off because I haven't done it in a minute. For sure, Geno Smith is on that list. It's just we can't muster up any type of offense. We have to simplify this offense, and yet you still have that to your arsenal. You still throw into triple coverage. Why, my guy? Why? You had Besh open, you had somebody else open. You had to go to Thornton. Bro, you got to throw Thornton in triple coverage. Luckily, the ball wasn't picked off. It was a little bit high when it wasn't able to be picked off, but it's decisions like that literally kills us. You're killing this fucking team, and I'm an optimistic guy. I'm a guy that has glass half full type of guy, but not. It's at a point where it's just like you gotta throw that shit out. Geno Smith, a guy that walks the plank on my list. You gotta put Darnay Holmes. Literally got fucking owned all game long. You only had one good play. Kaibu Kelly, same to follow suit. Cooked. These guys literally walk the plank. Let me ask you, and I'll start off with you. Well, I'll go back to you. Who are you gonna go ahead and send off the plank, bro?
The whole team needs to just walk the plank because we look like a big bag of ass. The whole team. This was pathetic. The coaching staff, the players, the teams, every single person should be ashamed of themselves. If I'm Mark Davis, you know how they kick people off the bus? I'm kicking you off the plane. Mm-hmm. Bro, they should find an Uber to Uber back. Because this is just, bro, that's just the way I feel right now. There's not one player that showed me anything. There's not one coach that showed me anything. So every single guy on that staff, every single guy on that team needs to walk the plank right now.
I like that.
What about
man? Like I was gonna say the same thing, but I don't want to say the same thing. I'm probably just gonna emphasize on what Will said there because what bright spot was there? Like, yeah, the whole secondary. I could put it on the coaching staff too because, like, why did it take so long for us to bench our starters?
Yeah.
Like you bench JPJ before you bench the entire starters, which
What's up, bro?
kind of was confusing to me. But the entire team has to walk the plank. The entire team, like what bright spot out there was like, hey, yeah, you're safe from the plank walk. No, from Isaiah Palomalu to Darnay Holmes to Eric Stokes to Kai Blue Kelly to Meredith to Gino to Jen. I'll even put Genty on there. Everyone, you guys didn't show one fight, 1 ounce of fight. You guys from the start, from the kickoff, you guys seem like you guys were just like, oh, it's gonna be another day we got our ass whooped. No, you get paid to play this game. Go out there and fight. When I'm getting my mouth punched in, I'm taking hit over hit. No, I'm not just gonna sit down and let a guy beat my ass. No, you get up and fight.
Yeah.
Anyone gets getting no. You know, they're not getting game balls. They're gonna get a face full of water and drown in the Pacific Ocean. That's what's gonna happen.
You know who gets the game balls? We, the fans, get the game balls for this fucking game because we had to fucking put up with this fucking torture for fucking 4 quarters. Half of the nation, I'm assuming, tuned out by halftime. If they were smart enough, my ass is dumb. I kept watching. I like the pain, whatever.
And the thing is, it could have got. They lucky this thing didn't get worse. They lucky the Chiefs had some humanity, humanity.
They did.
We feel no. The thing is, they felt sorry for us. It wasn't like
in the third quarter. In the third quarter, they felt sorry for us. That's how bad it was. That's why we look like a bag of ass, and we need to fucking all walk the plank. Bro, in the third quarter, they put in the mustache. They put in the trash that we got rid of.
Minshew.
Yeah,
Booger Minshew.
They put in the
I told the wife,
monster.
Booger Minshew's in. I told wifey, Booger Minshew's in. She's like, oh, fuck, for real? I'm like, yeah. They have pity on us now.
I'm saying, bro. So when you're saying there wasn't one good thing. Tell me one good thing. Oh, wait. Hey, the special teams didn't get burned. AJ Cole was a punting machine. That's about it. But
that's all we always have, huh? The best punter in the league. That's all the Raiders have.
Exactly.
And that's why, bro. Oh, sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Good. We're gonna keep on this momentum. Let me ask you. We're going now. We're in the bye week, right? We're going into this bye week.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of shit, a lot of changes coming down the pipeline. Do you guys think there should be any firings happening? And if so, who should be fired first?
Because I want to say Tom McMahon, but the thing is, special teams didn't do anything today for him to get fired. Like they actually didn't. Right. They didn't fuck up. So it's like, who's going to be the scapegoat? Because will it be Chip? Will it be Pat? I don't see it. Because will Pete do that? I mean,
he wants to do it to Chip. He wants to do it to Chip. He already said it. He wants to do it with Chip, but he can't because at $6 million, bro. Like, and what better offensive coordinator are you going to find?
Yeah, I don't know how that contract is structured, and I don't think because it doesn't go through the cap, so it doesn't get to be announced. So I don't know how that contract is. So that's the thing you got to kind of also think about. Now, if there was like certain incentives, or certain breaks, like if certain brackets, like if we get to X amount of wins, or the team can go ahead and decide to go ahead and cut ties and not pay out the rest, or pay out a certain portion of that contract. That's the thing that you kind of have to also think about. So the team might be fucked in a position where they can't necessarily fire him. They could fire him, but it's just like you still got to pay that money. So that's a point. That's the thing that kind of also makes you think. But I mean, we're no strangers. We paid, how much did we pay Gruden? $100 million, and that is still being paid out. I think he's being paid out for a few more years until that actually is getting paid up to the guarantee point. I don't know how that exactly is set up, but yeah, that's a question that we kind of have to answer. So, what about you, Primo? Who do you think somebody's gonna get canned? And if so, who do you think should be canned first? If there should be somebody.
It's like I would
He's
be
like,
rolling.
fire all these putos.
Yeah.
Line 'em up, you're fired.
Line them up. Line them up.
Bro, Will is absolutely right because it's like, what does firing someone do for the team? It's not going to make it better. Like, I see Big Luck saying, yeah, fire Brandon Carroll. What's that going to do? Gino's still going to, even with Gino having a good pocket, let's say firing Brandon Carroll fixes the offensive line. Geno Smith still throws interceptions even when he doesn't have pressure in his face. Yeah. So the offensive line being bad really does nothing to help or hurt Geno. He's hurting himself. Now, do you fire Chip? Well, you're paying, so that means you paid a $6 million to coach what, 7 games? That's it. Like that. Now you're looking like more of a dumpster fire as an organization. Do you fire Patrick Graham, who has been here longer, who has some continuity with the team, and the defense is still playing, not playing up to well, he doesn't have the players. That's the thing. It's another thing with Patrick Graham. Does he have you have to put that into account. You'll fire him, but did he ever have the players on the defense to be successful? You have Caillou Blue Kelly as his starting corner. You have Eric Stokes, his starting corner. Isaiah Palomalu, who's a starting safety. Like, you're giving Patrick Graham to work with crap as players. You're not giving him starting caliber guys. And then from a head coaching standpoint, do you fire Pete Carroll? Well, then now you're back onto the question is who's going to come in? And also, does it hurt? Here's what I don't want to happen. We fire Pete Carroll and then we go on and win some meaningless games because the ego isn't there anymore. Or we fire Chip Kelly and now the offense wants to have some firepower and we start winning some meaningless games. I think you don't fire anybody. I do want to fire everyone, but what's that going to do if you fire 100%. People mid-season? It's not going to change anything. Like, shit is still going to be shit with you firing people. So I think we should just ride this out until the end of the season, and we have this conversation at the end of the season. Pete, are you going to stay here? I think we need – if it was me, I'm riding Pete to the end of the year, and I'm like, it didn't work out. I see how this shit's going to go. It's not going to work out.
There you go. I agree with that some part. I don't know if necessarily we fire anybody. It really wouldn't do as a whole lot of a difference. I mean, you can go ahead and throw in Brandon Carroll in there, but that's never going to happen. And that's not because I don't want it to happen. It's just realistically, it's just not going to happen.
He's not going to fire him, bro.
The best thing, and I keep saying it, I've been saying all season long, the best thing you can hope for is for them to go ahead and put him backseat to Joe Philbin. I don't even think that's going to happen. At this point, we're kind of stuck with what we got, and we kind of have to ride it out for a little bit because the alternative, just like Will said, fire everybody, burn through the ground, restart again. That's just the only two ways to go about it. The also reason why you don't fire Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly is you're gonna again restart that gamut of that circus carousel that we're so used to with coaching. We don't want to do. We want to go ahead and try to create some stability. And this is the thing, like Primo said, you got to evaluate it at the end of the season. And if Pete's heart's still in it, great, cool, run it back. Let's do it right. Let's go ahead and get the pieces that we need. Yada yada yada. Gino's gonna have to fucking take a seat because he ain't gonna be the guy, it's gonna be somebody else, or Gino's gonna be there literally for a limited capacity where we're gonna hand the keys off to the next guy who we drafted, right? That's a play that you could potentially make. But if you're gonna go ahead and can everybody, you might as well just run it through. But at that point, might as well ride out the season, right? Because at this trajectory, we're looking like we're not going to win more than 4 games. Like my guy Jeff was saying, we're not going to win more than 4 games. So what the fuck is the point of us like firing everybody, try to win some more games, and then we go down in the draft order if you want to go ahead and look at it in that sense. Stick with what you got, and if we win more games, great. If we don't, we don't. But at least we know where we're at. At least we know we're going into the next season with not too bad order in the draft, and we still have some continuity. Might have to get rid of a lot of guys. A lot of guys are on 1-year contracts anyway. I see probably more than half of those guys are not going to be here next year, right? Let's just keep it a beat. Most of these guys are not going to be here next year, right? So you gotta do the draft. You gotta bring in through free agency. You might re-sign a few guys that kind of stood out for you, but really the thing about it here is you have to go ahead and play your rookies. You have to go ahead and see what you got in there to really determine whether or not this thing is even salvageable. Because if none of the rest of these guys don't pan out outside of Genty, it's a failure. It's a failure. It is what it is. We didn't draft it. We didn't take the quarterback situation seriously. We went out and got a guy in the 6th round. He's a project. He's in the practice squad. You know, you went out, you kept AOC cool, but now he got injured, and that's gonna be a whole other fucking debacle whenever the fuck he comes back. What are we gonna do with him? Are you gonna ride 3 quarterbacks, or are you gonna stick him in the practice squad? I don't know, right? So you have another question lying in there that's literally the time is like approaching really, really soon that we have to make a decision on. So either way, I think we're kind of positioned that we're in a limbo zone that we're kind of fucked. Because either we got to ride with Pete, or you got to go ahead and just burn the whole thing down. But I want to ask you guys this question, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of cap it off here. What does this mean for the season? Of the loss like this versus a division rival? We're 2-5 right now. We got Jaguars on November 2nd. I'll be in that game. So anybody going, let me know. Hit me up. Definitely love to link up. Then we got Broncos. Then we got Cowboys. I believe we have the Broncos. Then we go to Philly. And then I think we come back. We go to Philly. And I think
we got Dallas. We got
So it's Broncos. So it's Jaguars, Broncos, Cowboys.
Dallas. Yeah.
And then I think we go to Philly. Then I think we come back and host the Browns. And I think we go back on the road because it's like we're home, we'll go on the road, we're home, it's like that. So I think we go back on the road to face Texans. So there's only a handful of games that we're going to win, if that. It just depends. But what does this mean for the season? For the rest of the season, that we just we go ahead and just call it a wash, hang it up, time to hang up that towel, hang up that cape, call it a day, or is there something that we might be able to go ahead and potentially pull out? What are your thoughts, Primo?
I mean, yeah, looking at the schedule here, you got Jags, you got Denver on a short week in Denver, you got Dallas, and then so you got back-to-back home games, Dallas, Cleveland. Then on the road at Chargers, and then Denver, and then looking at the rest of the schedule, just to sum it up, I don't see another win. I don't see another win. Maybe the Browns are not. People were saying the Browns are not looking good. They have Quishon Junkins that just went off today, 3 touchdowns against. I don't even know who they played against, but the thing is that. This team doesn't look like they show up. The players look like they quit. They look like they're not even bought in. And going into that game, you could easily lose 3 more games going against Cleveland, and your team is already checked out by that time because you're 2-9 at that point, or 2-8. So that could be a loss. And then you got the season finishing off with Chargers, Denver, Eagles, Houston, Giants, and the Chiefs again. The Giants got Scottaboo and Dart playing lights out. People will say that could be another win. No, because Dart and Scottaboo are, like I said, playing out of their minds. They could easily come into Allegiant and have fun in Vegas all they want. So I think this season it's a wrap. I know we're 2-5, you guys. I know they could probably go on a 3-game win streak to get back to 500, but this is where Raider Nation, we need to be honest with ourselves. What have the Raiders shown you guys to go on a 3-game win streak? That's what I have to ask myself. Like, could they win 3 games? Yeah, they could any given Sunday. But what have they shown me? They haven't shown me anything to believe that they could. So I'm going into the season. I'm going for the rest of the season thinking they're gonna go 2-15. They're losing every single game after the bye week. They are losing every single game. They are going to go on a 10-game losing streak, you guys, and that's how their season is going to end, 2-15. It's over. Just get ready for 2026. I'll see you guys at the draft, and we better draft a quarterback. We better draft an offensive line, or I'm flipping tables.
There you go.
That's what worries me. That's what worries me. I don't even know if they're going to do that. That's the thing. But I'll see you guys at the draft.
Primo, I love you, bro. I love you. But, like, I'm going to say it like this. It means absolutely nothing because this team was going nowhere. I'd be like, from the beginning of the season, we always understood that this team had problems. We said, hey, man, this team is dysfunctional. This team isn't working. Why are we not doing this? Why are we not doing that? Why is JPJ on the bench? Why? I'd be like, dysfunctionality has been the king of what Pete Carroll is doing. Like we said, I'd be like, the circus is fucking going 100% in Las Vegas. Ding, 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 ding. And the freaking rink is Allegiant Stadium. Okay? So at the end of the day, what this means for us, it means that we'll draft right where we were supposed to draft, right where people were expecting us to draft in the top 10 of the draft. What that means is Spike Tech better be having his whole fucking team ready to draft the guy that we need to lead this team, to start having answers for the problems that we have. I don't give a shit who you got out there, but I think you said firings, right? You don't have to make firings with the coaching staff, but you have to make changes with the players. Blue Kelly got freaking worked, like we said. You can't have him out there and say he's the best product you got. You got to give Darian Parker a shot.
Yep.
If you want to give him a spot, give him a spot in the slot where Holmes was sitting there freaking getting worked as well. I'd be like, you got to look at these things. And if they're not making those changes to players on the field, that's where I'm saying, what are you getting paid for? To give me the same product every single week, to not make a change, to come with the same strategy, it's not going to work. So for me, man, at the end of the day, this means nothing because I never thought the Raiders were going to be this big playoff team. I never thought we were going to go deep into the playoffs this year. I said, hey, 8-9 was going to be a great season for us. Now, to me, it means 4-13, or we can go 2-15. You know, whatever it is. It just means we need to do our diligence, and Raider Nation needs to do, like, you know what? Be real with themselves and say, hey, this team wasn't a playoff team. And if you thought this team was a playoff team, you really need to check yourself. Because the players that we got, and this is the thing, right? I feel like we get a lot of hope because we get a player or we get a big-time name that comes in place for this organization, and then all of a sudden they're going to be the fucking savior. They're going to be the one that is going to turn this fucking team around, right? So shut up, Caster. That's exactly what the fucking, you know what? That's exactly the balls that fucking Pete Carroll needs to have. Shut the fuck up. And fucking go to his coordinators and say, shut the fuck up, do what I want you to do, and let's come up with a game plan for winners.
Even the dog,
even the dog is bad.
The dog is bad and shit. The dog is bad.
But
that goes to sum up the season.
But this is what it is, man. And I mean, like, unfortunately for the Raiders, bro, what does it mean? It means absolutely nothing because we were never going to be a playoff team. We were never going to go and win the Super Bowl. We were never going to be this team that everybody wanted it to be. It's unfortunate. I hate keeping it a beat. But, hey, we got to keep it a buck here. And we are not even ready. Bro, we're not even ready to go play a fucking high school team. Much less a professional team.
I agree, man. Like, I had the Raiders winning 8 games, maybe getting lucky to win a 9th. But I told myself, I'm like, hey, if it's better than 4-13, I'll take it. Not saying we're going to make the playoffs, but hey, 7-8 wins. Yeah, it's not a good look. It's middle of the pack, but better than 4-13. But you're looking worse than last season. I think that's where it hurts for me because I didn't think they were going to go to the playoffs, but I wanted to see a little bit of improvement. Again, I want that thing that I talked about in 2014, hope. I wanted some hope for the future. And you took it right out of Raider Nation. I don't think I'm not going to speak for all of Raider Nation, but we ain't got hope for this season, for next season, for seasons after that. Like, we have no hope that the Raiders will ever figure this out and get their shit together.
And I mean, we've tried it all. Young head coach, old head coach, seasoned head coach, fucking your grandma. I mean, like, everything. Anything the Raiders have tried, and we still can't figure it out. Jay, go ahead, bro. I know that you got to get your piece in here, bro, and you probably got to get out of here. So.
No, you're good. You're good. I just want you guys to go ahead and sound off for sure. Do I think it's gonna be a wrap? Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. All right. Well, do I think the season's a wrap? It looks like that. It looks that way. I don't see this season really mounting off to be able to go ahead and really put something that we can go ahead and be proud of, to be honest with you. My magic number was always like 8 and 9, 7 and 10, you know, and if we fuck around and we cool, 9 and 8. But that wasn't the case, right? And at this point, 7 and 10, it's a pipe dream for me. You know, at this point, I think I come to that. I had that real come to Jesus moment. 7 and 10, forget about it. It looks like we're going to be another 4 and 12 team. That's the route that we're going towards. And at this point, it just we need to go ahead and see what we have in our investments. And what I mean by investments is the guys that we drafted. I'm gonna go ahead and harp on it until like my face is black and blue, until we make at least that change. I don't want to see anything else. I don't want to hear anything else besides play those fucking rookies, right? Yep, and I'm gonna address Fidel's comment, but we had no business drafting best in the second round and so on. The thing is, I don't mind us drafting Besh, right? But the thing is, we haven't played Besh. We haven't given him any fucking targets. We've given him 2 targets this whole game. Mm-hmm. He had a target the game before and a win versus the Titans, where you played a much easier team. So we've been doing that same type of strategy. Would I have drafted a receiver in the second? Probably necessarily not, because I knew that we needed an offensive lineman.
Yep.
I waited to the third round. I'm like, okay, cool. We got 2. Let's see what happens. I'm okay with that. Right?
Ain't seen them.
But we haven't seen anything from them. And that's the thing. I think at this point
we have Stone Forsythe out there instead of Grant.
Yeah. Exactly. Getting 15-yard penalties because he just wants to fucking pancake somebody when they're face down.
Yes, exactly.
Plays going away from you.
Exactly.
Verga, that's what.
Exactly. So shit like that, you know, and you know, if you're looking at it from a business standpoint, let's look at it from a business standpoint. You should be actually like analyzing your assets. What do you have in the draft picks and your stock to see if these guys are going to be with the team come next year, or we're going to go ahead and make those cuts, because you know that's essentially what every team does. You have to start evaluating. So I think the evaluating process should start now and moving forward.
Man, we're so really sorry. We are a sorry ass team.
Yeah,
man, we had the bye week and we evaluating players. Damn you, Raiders! Damn you,
Pete. Forget about the whole winning bullshit. We can come back and win the No, stop it. Hold on, wait. I got one. I got one for Pete right here.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help. Let's be fucking real and come down to planet Earth and let's evaluate talent, because this season it's a wrap. It's a wrap. The best thing that you can go ahead and do, Pete, and what you're really good at, and this is why I like Pete. He's really good at evaluating talent, and this is what he should do now. Because he's good with these young guys, right? He's good with these young kids. He was at SC. This is what he did. It was just a revolving door of like fucking great quarterbacks, great talent. He had, you know,
bro,
this is what he did.
Jokes on us right now because they see shit. Jokes on us.
But this is what he should do. This is what he should do. This is what our season should now start shifting into just evaluation and seeing what we got for next year and preparing for next year and making, if some guys are going to get shipped out, great. Okay. Jacoby's out. We might shift out a guy here and there. Okay. On the defensive side, maybe we get some stock for that, but it's really going to be Jacoby because it's just looking like that. We're going to keep Jacoby from the get-go. So it looks like he's probably going to be gone.
Yeah.
So if that's a move, great. Let's do the move. Let's stop with trying to, find out corners and talking to linemen and defensive tackles and all this other bullshit that we don't need to fucking do. You have guys already in your team.
Yeah.
Use them, Pete. Come on now. Stop it. Get some fucking help. Get some help. Let's get back to reality. Let's start that process and move forward. And maybe we can go ahead and build something next year. I hope so, because I don't see no light in the end tunnel. And my thing is this: if we win a few games, I hope we just win the games that we're supposed to win. If that, I'll be happy. I'm still going to the game in 2 weeks. I don't care. For me, I love watching the Raiders play.
Yeah.
Even if they look like fucking shit.
I want to win against the Jaguars just for you, Jay. Just for you, man.
Yes. Hey, we won last year. And I hope it's a repeat, but I doubt it because T-Law is just fucking lighting shit up over there. So whatever. But I mean,
he may throw those interceptions, but he's still throwing it, still gunning it.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. See, DeMux is like, we're not winning any other games anymore. And Jamar, shout out to Jamar, bro. He put all his eggs in Geno. And those did not fucking pan out well whatsoever, for sure. See, Jeff is like, imagine you perform at your job like this, you get fired. All right, put my take on that. So watch us draft Arch with the number 1 pick, bro. That'd be crazy.
No.
If we fucking have the number 1 pick. I doubt it.
Bro,
but
I watched Mendoza since he started at Cal. My dad actually put me on Mendoza because we're watching him going against Cam Ward. Mendoza is my pick. That is my pick. I want Mendoza to be a Raider.
And don't worry, Raider Nation. Next week's show, Raiders draft. Woo!
We're bringing out the mock drafts, everyone.
It's mock draft season.
Mock draft season is upon us, Raider Nation. Let's go.
Let me be honest. I've been holding off to try to not do those mocks. I guess I'm about to start whipping those out and then start doing those mock only shows and those mock shows. Let's see who's good let's see who we can this season, quote unquote. So I know you like Mendoza. Mendoza's nice. Pavia is another guy. Pavia beat out LSU yesterday. I got to go ahead and watch those highlights of Pavia. He's a local guy for me. He's out here. He's from New Mexico. He's from Albuquerque. Shout out to Diego Pavia. You never know. He's a shorter guy, so he's not your prototypical peak guy. So we'll see
I
what
was
happens
watching.
there.
Like the thing is, I watched Cal quarterbacks come in and out, and there was like never a bright spot. And then Mendoza was toe to toe with Cam Ward. Like that game was a phenomenal. I think even though Cal lost, but I think it was their defense. And then when he got transferred to Indiana, I was like, okay, now this is like a true test because he's going to a conference that is probably bigger than Cal, and he's still putting numbers up there over in Indiana. I'm like, might need to take a look at Mendoza now.
Yeah, that's the thing too. That Ohio State guy. He looked good. I saw a little bit of the Ohio State game before we did that. We gotta go do something, but I was watching part of that Ohio State game. I think I watched it to like mid-second, and then I had to bounce. But they were putting a shellacking on Wisconsin for sure. But hey, really quick, I appreciate everyone pulling up that's tapped in with us on this post-game reaction show. I hope everybody had therapy here. Hope everybody feels a little bit better. Probably not, but at least like you don't have that like cinched in your back, cinched your sedge, your chest. You can at least go ahead and kind of go about your day and kind of try to enjoy your week. It's hard. Remember, guys, there's no football next week, so we have that to look towards. But after that,
Woo!
it's the Jaguars on November 2nd in Las Vegas, and then we run it back with the Broncos a few days later in Denver, which I doubt I'm going to that one, but
I'll
the
be
way
there.
that
I'll be there.
yeah, I know you'll be there, but I don't know if I'll be there. But
Hey,
yeah, either way, I appreciate everyone tapping in with us. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on this channel and on the other two channels. On my guy Raider Primos at Raider Primos, my guy Raider Will at Silver and Black Radio Podcast, and then obviously this one at Just Raiders Baby. And then my guy Jeff was here earlier. Make sure you guys go ahead and tap into him for _Raider_Jeff.
yeah.
He has a show tomorrow, Monday quarterback with my guy Chris for Raiders. And then me and him are running it with the Raider Connection on Wednesday. We're going to go ahead and talk about this game. Just talk shit again on Wednesday with my guy Leo Chiolinas and my guy LV Rated 10 as well. We're going to go ahead and just kind of sum up the probably what we're about halfway point or almost at the halfway point of the season. So we'll go ahead and sum it up and just talk about how awful this season has been so far. But again, appreciate you guys. And if you guys really want to go ahead and support the show, go ahead and click that link that's pinned up top in my chat and become a member. It really does. So go ahead and keep the lights on here at Just Raiders. Appreciate everyone who's rocked with us. Let me go ahead and swing it to these guys real quick. My guy, I'll start off with my guy Primos. Let them know what you have going on, where they can find you at, all the good stuff you have lined up.
What's up, Raider Nation? You guys can find me at Raiders Primos on Instagram, on YouTube. Got a show tomorrow. We're going to do our full recap show. It's going to be me, and I got a surprise guest. It's going to be my cousin coming on. He has some words for today's game, so don't want to miss that. It's going to be tomorrow, 3:00 p.m. Pacific time, 6:00 on the Eastern. And then we got our regular shows on Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. Thursday or Friday, and same time, 3:00 p.m. Pacific. So tune in, hit that subscribe button, hit that like on the way in.
And then we got
we got one coming up too. Yeah.
Good morning, Raiders. My guy Raider Primo will be in the building, so make sure you guys go ahead and pull up. If you guys like this show, you guys like everything that we went ahead and discussed, our takes, our content, everything, make sure you guys go ahead and pull up to Good Morning Raiders every damn Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific. Make sure you guys go ahead and tap in. I just had the great and powerful Joe Morley on yesterday. It was a fire show. Even the Samoan Raider pulled up. Appreciate both of those guys. Had Samoan on a few weeks ago. So make sure you guys go ahead and tap in. That is a guest show. I have guests on every Saturday that I do a show. I might not do one for November 2nd, but we're doing one next Saturday. So make sure you guys go ahead and tap in. It's going to be a hot one between me and Primos. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this, talk about the whole season. We're going to look forward toward 26. We're going to start having those talks already. I didn't want to. But God damn it. Raiders, you pushed me to this point. It's your fault. I'm blaming you guys.
I'm gonna start instead of betting on Raiders games, I'm gonna bet when we got to start talking mock draft season.
Yes, exactly. There you go. Now, my guy, Raider Will, let them know what you have going on, where they can find you, everything you have lined up for the week.
What up, baby? It's your boy Raider Will with the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. We will have a live on Tuesday with the most notorious crew. That's me, Raider Jeff, Cheeto Linus, and our boy James. Then on Thursday, we're going to be putting it out with the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. You'll see me with my crew. We'll be analyzing the game, giving you guys a little pregame thoughts, etc. And then hopefully not this Sunday, but next Sunday, y'all catch me with my boy Jay doing the game reviews and just having some fun with y'all. So, hey, man, that's what I got going on. And much love to y'all. Thank y'all for checking in, man. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. And if you guys are in the comment section, man, anytime we're on, I want you to go to the comment section. Want you guys to go to the right. There's this little hype button. push the hype button, put us in the mainstream, make sure that the Raiders are listening to us because these bunch of pendejos don't know what they're doing. And we need to guide the ship, Raider Nation. We need to lock in. So, yes, I mean, like, that's what we got going on, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody who tapped in with us. My guy Rosetown said, Can I get a Raiders from anyone? Yo, bro, I got you.
Raiders!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always Raiders, bro. I don't give a fuck. 0-17. I'm still black. I'm still colors. And the off season.
Raiders.
Raiders.
Pumpkin patch yesterday. And that's what my Raiders. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Raiders, bro. Y'all already know what time it is. But again, appreciate everyone who pulled up and rock with us today. Again, I will be back tomorrow with the Raiders Unfiltered show. Make sure you guys tap in 5 p.m. Pacific on the West Coast. So make sure you guys go ahead and hit that notification on my channel, Raiders Unfiltered, every damn Monday night, 5 p.m.
Right
Pacific.
there.
You know, it's getting even crazier, bro. I'm gonna fucking flip the lid off. Shit. I don't even know if I can do it anymore, but I'm gonna try.
He's gonna recap the game. He's gonna get stewed up. He's gonna get refired up for y'all Raider Nation, and he's gonna have you locked in tomorrow night, baby. Stay locked in. You already know what the fuck it is.
That's what's up. But again, I appreciate you guys. Love as always. Thanks everyone for always tapping in, checking in, and just being a supporter to the shows, to my show, to these two shows. And you know, hey, it is what it is. This is the season. And you know, whether you're taking the season as done or you're still finding hope, it's all good. Whatever you guys feel. Hey, at the end of the day, go Raiders. Appreciate you guys. Always remember, just Raiders, baby. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Raiders.
Raiders.
Raiders.